New era niggas just scream out gang gang. My era niggas outside that gang bang. Old enough to know niggas that made it onto gangland. I don't say that to grandstand, I'm just spitting the facts, man. New rappers too busy just making sing-alongs. My raps will have it going savage like the Viacom. You don't want the smoke, homie, then your weed is strong. Good to see you smoke along to that Cheech and Chong. Me and my team, we on the front line. Steady putting in work, homie, it's always crunch time. Hard times produce me, dog. This ain't a movie, it ain't WWE. When I mention the bloodline, homie, I want mine, that's why I move different. Y'all too laxy daisy, I keep myself disciplined. Repetition on repetition, training is rigorous. Only way to survive the streets that's dangerous and vigorous. Behavior villainous, leave no traces of witnesses. Moment of silence for the taking of all our innocence. Now back to business, somewhat of a practitioner, cause there's no shortcuts in life, no pills that make you limitless. That's ridiculous, far set from reality, like dudes that's licorice. Frame of thought is insanity, causing calamity if you actually watching and listening. Hope you catching out from the dudes that started visiting. How you missing it? Losing profits and dividends. The way your boys been cooking, they need to give me a Michelin. The bliss is ignorant, say they don't like to mention them. They say we don't mention the bodies that's in Lake Michigan. Fucking hypocrites, I separate from the fakes. Run with a pride of lines, identify all the stakes. Hubris as they folly and catch on other mistakes. Matter of time before they're just another body that's in the lake. Navigate these troubled waters, won't choose my fate. My vision is too ambition like Alexander the Great. Say there's much on my plate, but I carry my weight. Figuratively and literally, for all those who can relate. I never break, you never get me to fold. You never get me to leave, Chicago is still my home. But I carry my heat, this windy city is cold. Valentine's Day massacre, but was it really Capone? Face blown out of proportion, the different views of contortion. Use best proceed with precaution before you lie dead in a coffin. It's not a threat, that's a promise. Best quit talking your nonsense, your body could end up missing. Got your family claiming we lost them. Can't find them, bad time and he's flatlining. Good riddance, bit a negative to mankind. And I'm like Jack Reacher, the equalizer, John Wick, Jason Bourne, the accountant. Either one, you can take your pick. The damage I could do with my side weapon. John Wick with my P40 Smith & Wesson. Opposition lightweight, so I'm not threatened. I'm just glad about the hate that they keep sending. It's really easy talk that rah-rah on the internet. There's words to Zaza, I heard y'all ain't got your fingers wet. Don't get your cherry pop by the very op. We bust the real ones, got the heavy guap, you just carry prop. Bunch of these gangsters claim to be hard to the core, but they really not like women that claim to be faithful. But they really thoughts, act like they down, but when shit goes down, they call the city cops. Same fools think they know a lot, no dillies. Tired of all of this fake shit, with fake asses and fake tits. They fake smiles, make fake lips. Picasso looking with their facelift. What I call the replacement, with the so-called real are the fakest. So the fakest niggas are the greatest. What was common sense no longer makes sense. What was common sense is now rare sense. What was funny then is now flagrant. Living in your thoughts, I don't pay rent. I take my time, you lack patience. Then your blood drip on the pavement. With a headshot, got you brainless. After getting hit with that stainless, killer instinct, call me Craven. We going up, shit going down. We lighting them up, you best hit the ground. Shooting them up, one after round. When that blood in the air, you better not dare to come around town. Father, please forgive me, have mercy on my soul. Fools keep trying to test me and I will never fold. It's the way that Wendy raised me, the city of the gold. Load them up and let them go, load them up and let them go, load them up and let them fly.
What is going on, y'all? This is Il Divino Vega, and this is the Chop Shop. We are at it again. It's been a minute, but you know we back. And I had to come back for this one for sure, because the last time this happened, it just didn't go quite well, or, you know, it was well on our end, but apparently for you guys, the visuals just weren't quite up to par with the aura that was here in the room. And maybe that's what it was. Maybe it was just too much aura, and it was just messy with the visual. But, you know, now we're no longer in the same room. But, you know, so maybe the aura won't be as strong. I don't know. I'm just, at this point, I'm just trying to make up excuses, I guess. But I do have Nikki back. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring her in here. Nikki, what it do?
Hello. Hopefully the internet's good.
Hopefully it is. Hopefully it is. Last time it was man, which is crazy because I thought I was like, man, that was such a good conversation last time. A lot of information given, and but I guess all things happen for a reason, because at the same time, obviously there was that slip up, and so we had to course correct that. So I had two good reasons to why I had to all right, let's take it down. I'm gonna edit this right quick, and we'll just release the audio version of that conversation in the near future. Actually, possibly after this live, if anybody wants to catch that conversation, But how are you doing?
I am good. I am good. I am tired. I went back to work, so that's something new. So I kind of been busy, and my oldest starts softball soon, and then my youngest starts soccer, and then my middle one starts volleyball, I think in October. So it's been kind of busy.
Ooh, sounds like it. But it's cool to hear that they're all in sports. That's what's up.
Yes. Yeah, I'm glad. I mean, the middle one, she is into it, but not into it. She's more of a gamer kind of girl and very laid back and wants to stay home. But I try to get her outside as much as I can, because I'm an outside person. So
yes.
And winter's coming soon, so we're not going to be outside much longer.
Yeah. Take advantage of this weather while you got it. Yeah, for sure.
Right.
Were you athletic when you were in school? Were you into sports?
I was, but I was more of a swimmer than anything.
Swimming.
Yeah, I was a swimmer. I didn't really actually get into, I would play stuff outside of school and stuff just to be with friends. Right. But I think it hits more now that I'm a little bit older. I want to play more softball, baseball stuff.
Right.
I don't know. I'm aging backwards, I guess. I don't know.
I wish I could say the same. I wish I could say. I feel like I'm on the trajectory of I'm getting old. This hurts, that hurts. I'm more tired. Don't eat this, don't eat that. All these things. Yeah.
I think I still eat anything and everything, but I am also I move a lot. I'm always on the go, and my job is very, very physical too. So I think that kind of helps.
Okay. Well, what do you do? If you don't mind me asking.
I'm a vet tech.
That makes sense.
I'm a vet tech. That
actually makes sense.
I actually had an interview yesterday for night shift, so we'll see how that goes. Longer hours, more days off. I like the sound of that.
Yes. Yeah, that sounds right. We with that.
I have a question for you.
Sure.
So in the beginning, when this plays, is that you rapping that song?
Yes. That is my music. Yeah.
Oh wow! I was listening to it, and I was like, it's like Bodies in Lake Michigan. Dang, that's crazy, because it is Bodies in Lake Michigan. I was like, yo, is that Mikey? I'm like, I gotta ask him. And then you're like, and I'm like, yo, he's talking too fast now. I'm like, calm down, Twista. No.
I try. You know what I'm saying? No, Twista, that guy.
Oh, good. It was good.
That's on another
level.
Dang,
I think I actually listened to this.
Yeah. Appreciate that. I can't. I figure since YouTube doesn't let you, and not even just YouTube, even Facebook, they don't let you play other music. You get copyright strikes if you play other people's musics or videos. So I was like, well, I'll just use my own music then.
That's smart.
So that's
what
that is.
More out there too.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then I also, because it's I feel like I found a glitch in the system, in the sense where I get more plays that way because wherever my song is played, the distributor who distributes my music, whatever, they like since it's all online streaming, they're able to like ping, or I don't know what technology. They just, the algorithms and all that, they, you know, it lets you know, it lets them know when it gets played, and hence I get residual, like I get paid from that, you know. So
Nice.
for every person that
Congrats.
watches videos, that's like adds to the revenue of what the music makes. Um, so yeah, but I've been meaning to change that one because I feel like one, I'm trying to get it to quicker, like a quicker intro. One, I still like
Mhm.
to give myself enough time to prepare things and get things situated, but I just feel like one, too long, and two, I want to create a like an actual song that probably actually uh revolves around the essence of what the chop shop is, you know. This is
Okay.
more uh this is going to help me not get copyright strikes. Surprisingly, um I've tried using other songs of mine too, though,
Mhm.
and the problem with the other songs that I've used in the past that I feel like actually at least kind of placate to what I'm doing here is that
Mhm.
the beats that I used were leased, so I didn't own them, and for that I'd also get copyright, even though they were my songs and even, you know, whatever. But since they weren't actually
Yeah.
like fully, you know, owning everything, I would get copyright strikes for those too. So I was like, oh, what the heck. So this was like one of the songs that I was like able to, I had the rights to the beat and everything, so it's like I don't get hit with the flags and stuff. So they can't
That
take my
makes
beat.
sense.
So that's that. So that's why that is. But I appreciate the compliment, and yeah, I mean, check out the music. I got it's like plenty more music, and honestly, that's, I guess it's relatively new. There's newer music than that than what I have on the intro. That are probably more palatable. You know, they're not
Don't drop
necessarily
the
talking
F
about bodies and
bombs.
immigration. You know, this is every now and then I have a song like this just because like I don't know that the past me comes out a bit, or the, you know, that
Mhm.
Chicago, you know, mindset, you know, that
Yeah.
whatever that is, you know what I mean, and then that even not even just
Yep.
Chicago,
Nope. I
Chicago,
get
then
it.
you add that to like hip
I get
hop
it.
and
Or when you're like really passionate about something, right? It just like
yes,
comes out.
yeah. So, but anyways, we're not here to talk about my, you know, my creative stuff. We're here to talk about yours. This is part
Eh,
two, part two to that.
I know.
Um, yeah, and it's obviously a book. What if we chosen different? Which is right here, hard copy, of course. Obviously, you've seen. I've been plugging it, you know, every now and then on my live streams. Um, Figured
Thank
I
you.
would
I
do
saw
that,
that.
you
I
know.
did see that.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, it is a good book. Again, like I've told you the first time, I genuinely enjoy it. Um, I feel like every after every chapter, you're kind of, if you have the time, you will for sure keep sitting down to read it through because it's that like that engaging. It's that you know, like when you watch that, you know, a certain show and you like you're so stuck, you just keep watching the next one, next episode, next. That's what this felt like as I was reading it,
Mhm.
and yeah, I mean, it's really good. It's like I've told you before, it's like a time machine. It feels like, you know, because we're relatively around the same age, so it's like
Mhm.
I'm able to like kind of jump on this like time capsule, you know, and it's almost like I feel like I don't know if you've ever watched Marvel What Ifs, um,
Mm.
or
No.
no? Okay.
Mm-mm.
Ooh, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. But it's like, you know, for those who do know, because I mean, you know, I have a lot of people that are geeks that watch this, you know, just like me. So y'all know what I'm talking about. What
Mhm.
I'm trying to get at is there's the Watcher, and he's like watching people's lives happen in real time, but he's not intervening, but he's watching. You know, he travels through time, seeing the stories partake, but he can't. You know, he's just watching. Like there's nothing else he can do, just watch. You know, and see the story unfold. That's what it felt like. You know, like I'm on this time capsule with you, or not with you, well, with you, but you know, with Dahlia. Let's just say Dahlia. As a matter of fact, to make
Yeah.
sure we don't do repeat the sins of the past, let's just stick to the characters.
Oh, you're breaking up. You're breaking up. If I can hear
No,
you breaking up, can everybody else hear you too?
they should be able to hear me, but let me know in the comment section, guys, if you guys hear me well or not. If I'm breaking up, let me know. Um, yeah, if my audio is choppy to you guys, let me know in the comment section, please. But it could just be between me and you. Who knows? Who knows? It's honestly, technology
Yeah,
is,
I'm like, dang, I could. You sound kind of choppy on
yeah.
my end, but I'm
Okay.
pretty sure I know why. It's probably my freaking internet. Um, yeah, but I think what you were saying before we get ahead of ourselves, it's Connor and Dahlia,
Yes. Let's just stick to those
right?
names. Let's not even make it too personal. You know what I mean? Let's just let's stick to the story, and that way, hopefully, we can, like I said, avoid.
I'm gonna have to go
Oh
on my
no, did that bad?
phone. You're breaking up so bad. You're
Oh
breaking up
no,
so bad.
man, that's not on my
I should
end.
have just went over.
You're good.
Yeah, no, it's definitely my end for sure.
Okay.
Um, see, and then
Again, let
see,
me know
like
in the
right
comment
now,
section, guys, if you guys can. Can you hear me or not? Is it choppy? What are you guys hearing? Let me know, please. Um,
like right now,
but
you're good.
yeah, again, it happens. It depends on the Wi-Fi signal. Um, so it'll probably keep doing it. But let me know again
Good.
if you do hear me spaz out or something. I'll and in fact, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, low key. I can so I can hear myself right now. Oh, this is tweaking hard as okay. So I can hear myself right now. Oh, I'm tweaking. All right. This is tweaking hard as okay. I tweaked. Okay. All right. No, it's good on my end. It is just on your end, apparently.
Okay. I'm like, let
Okay.
me try to figure this out. But Chacho, I forgot my password.
Oh no. We
I
got a few comment
know.
sections.
I'm
Give
so
me the
like,
comment section.
what happened?
Uh, we got okay. I'm gonna just shout them out while we're here. Figure out on
Okay.
your end, I guess, if there's something you do. We got a question from Diana Ramos. What made you write the book? So just things to think about while you figure out. Yo, yes,
Okay.
okay. So Diana, you can hear me well. Pin zone, your mic sounds
So,
good. Jessica
oh,
Jimenez, that sounds
I they
good.
could hear me fine.
Yeah, no, they said they can hear us fine apparently. So uh
Diantre, pero I can't.
yeah, no, that's never a good thing.
Mm-mm.
Um but anyways,
Ay,
just to
Dios
keep it going,
mío.
and again, if I'm breaking up on your end, just let me know. Or am I still at this? Just yeah, whenever you feel I'm breaking or hear me, just let me know. Or maybe again, keep in mind there is that private chat, you know, so you can always just message me like right, like hold on, like glitch or
Can't
something,
hear you.
you know.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it. Got it.
Um, what was I saying?
But
Oh yeah. So
for
uh
Diana's question, I think so. An incident happened to me a while ago. Could be a year, could be two, whatever. Anyway, but it happened a while ago, and it kind of just sparks, I guess, like a fire in me to just write it because I feel like it is something that a lot of people can relate to. Like, what if it's like that revolving door, you go through it and you just never know, like, what you just have all these questions. And it is something that's always weighed on my heart for like a what if I would have done this differently? What if I never left Florida? What
mm,
if I didn't do this? What if I didn't do that? Um, and I think with all of the what ifs and then what had happened, kind of just was like, you know what? We're just going to write this all out. Like, I think when it comes to my feelings and stuff, I'm really good at writing it out.
mm,
And I've been told by a few of my friends, Azriel being one of them, he would hear like my stories and just the way that I talk or how animated I am with my hands and I'm talking. He's like, girl, you should write a book one day. And I was like, you know what? I think I am. And I definitely, when I did the book and everything, I definitely reached out to him and I said, hey, I actually wrote a book. I did what you told me and it's out there. So, and he actually bought it. He was one of the first people to actually buy it. And, but yeah, I think that's kind of what triggered me to do that. I think I have all these emotions that I just think I need to let it out. And it was also a healing thing for me. I have some more healing stuff I need to go through for sure. So, but that's kind of what triggered me to write the book, if that helps, answers your question. I'm better at writing than explaining my feelings, ma'am.
You know, it's funny you say that though, because I was thinking like I remember back when we first met, right, and we were going to church together. I want to say at the time, I don't know if it was that you were writing poems. I think there were poems, and then but then like also you were kind of like experimenting with trying to write raps or something.
I was trying to write music. I remember, and I had told you a line that really stuck with me.
Yeah.
I asked God to protect me, and I started losing friends or something like that. It was
something like that. Yeah.
That I had used. Yeah.
Yes.
That was, I would honestly write little lines like that. And I was like, dang, maybe I should make a song or something. Cause I've always had little lines like that. Even when I was writing the book, cause I was handwriting this. And I just have little things that I had on the side. And I'm like, dang, I think I'm going to use this. I'm going to use this in the book. Did I use some of them? No, I didn't. I didn't use them. They're not in the book, but I still have them.
Nice.
Like,
no, yeah. I said to say that I feel like this part of you, you know, like that whole, like you're a writer is my whole point. You're a writer. You write things down, you know, and so when I hear you saying this, it makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? And I would agree to your notion of maybe it is you probably write more than you do speak things, you know, even though I feel you speak perfectly fine. Like again, I think when you're comfortable and you're in your zone, again, that conversation we had the first time you were here, I know you initially you were afraid, you know, you're nervous, you know, like about how it was going to turn out, how you were going to do, and like I told you at the end, I'm like, bro, you was a natural, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, you did well, you know, like, you know, almost to the point where I was like, I give you my, you know, you run the chop shop, you know what I mean? Like, that's like, you know, I'll let you run the show, you know? But
no, I think I'm a little bit more reserved right now just because I am home. So it's a little bit uncomfortable. The lighting here is like not the greatest, and the internet. So I'm like, if I stay real still, the internet won't go out. So I'm like, I gotta stay
still.
For
the camera. Let's work for the camera.
Yeah, I'm like, let me not move a lot.
Yeah. So funny because I used to do the same thing too. Like, oh, that's so funny. So sorry.
A part of me's like, damn, I should have just went over.
Yeah, I know, right? No, I mean it is, but you're like you said, you're tired. You know, you've got a lot going on, and it is what it is. Like again, you know, we'll make this work. And again, people can hear you on their end, despite what you're hearing on your end, or you know. And I will say there was a moment here where you were like you kind of froze, but other than that, it seems clear. So, you know,
okay,
fingers crossed. You know what I'm saying? Prayers up. But So yeah, I mean, but like I said, it's so what I'm the reason I'm actually even saying what I'm saying though too is because oh yeah, you were saying that like you're playing to like you're a writer and maybe you don't express yourself well. I feel like I said last time you were here, I felt like the conversation was fluent. But what I will say is going back to when we were younger, it I will say
You
I
disappeared. I have no idea what you're saying.
no no
Yeah, it completely went out. Completely went out.
that's
Like, I was like,
crazy.
oh, well, there's that. I'm like, literally, I feel like every time you're gonna ask me like a question, it just stays real quiet. And
Oh no.
I'm like, everyone can probably see me, and I'm just sitting here like, dee, 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 looking like I'm in there.
What is going
I'm
on?
like,
It's
what the
like we got
heck?
she need that Xfinity pins on set.
Yo, see, I don't even know what my mom has. I should put my Wi-Fi on.
You might be better off. Yeah, low key.
I'm like, I'm trying to let me see
Some
something.
I'll be honest, sometimes
Oh,
you like I don't know what internet she has. If she doesn't have that high speed Xfinity, what I'm
it's
saying?
gonna
You might be better
go
off
out
using your phone. What phone
for
service
real.
you have?
I have AT&T.
Oh, AT&T. They're actually pretty good.
Yeah,
Pretty
I
good.
do like AT&T.
Yeah.
They're not too bad. See, like right now, you're perfectly fine. But when you're gonna ask me a question, bye-bye.
That is crazy. That's
Yeah.
crazy. Wow.
Okay. So let's
Okay,
try
well
this again.
let's try
What were
this
you
again.
asking before you
Yes. Well,
disappeared?
I was initially stating something to kind of prop the question, and that's
Okay.
that I do feel when you were younger, you were for sure. I don't know if it's the words reserved, if that's the word I'm looking
Mhm.
for. Um, but shy maybe. I think you were really. I
Yeah.
felt like you were really shy,
Yeah.
and yeah, it seems like I think I want to say I remember feeling like I'm getting more of a look at who you are or an inside look maybe more per
Mhm.
se uh when you would share what you were writing you know
Yeah.
contrary to like just conversation as friends, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
or you know attending the same church, I don't know, whatever that is, and
Mhm.
so but like I said, that definitely I felt like that was a thing,
She
and
moved.
but I will say now I feel like you are more outspoken. Um, you speak more. Yeah, like I don't know how else to explain
Mhm.
that. Like it's just, and I don't know if it's maybe. Well, there's two things. Like you just kind of revealed something now. You said even now at the house, you're a bit more. You feel a little bit more confined or something like that. Like you're kind of
Mhm.
compared to like when you were here, you're just you were flowing, and so I don't know if even then I'm even trying to think back then. Do you think that's also maybe like depending who's
I
oh I
got it.
see.
Wait.
No, I see what you're doing. Hold on. Let's
It just looks so
hold
weird
on.
on the phone.
I it
You're
is,
like,
but
I
see
see what
how
you're
much
doing.
better it is?
Sorry. I'm like, I have to get out of there. There's no way. It's gonna keep cutting out.
Yeah, yeah, no, but look how
Let
much
me
better that is.
see.
Like it's
How
like
do
you're
I do this where it's huge?
let's I don't really know. But I'll tell you what I will do on mine. I don't know. Let's see if I could do
Emma,
that. Uh maybe nope. Oh,
is it working?
hold on.
This to your no, 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 no. No, it backed me out. Oh, I should just
Oh
went to the
no.
freaking house.
get, get out and get back in. That'll work. He said that's gotta hurt. Oh. Oh, technology, man. You know, it works when it wants to work. You know, it just is what it is. Uh, mm. All right, let's see if we can get her back in here. I should have probably also warned her she can't do nothing else on the phone when she's on StreamYard. It happens all the time when people when I get people to hop on their phones, they you can't the moment you try and do something else while you like it'll get you out. It'll get you out. Like if you thought like, okay, well now I'm on my phone doing this, I can also check my messages right quick or check my notes or something. You can't do that, unfortunately, when you're on your phone. Um, oh, Pin. Wait, Pin, stop. Okay, hold
Jeez!
on.
I think I'm on now. I came to my car.
There you go. There you go. Hey, I got guys that do that from time to time. You know what I'm saying? The car is the best option sometimes.
Cause what the heck, man? I was freaking going crazy, and I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna sit in my car, and I could just probably be more me, and I
Yeah,
don't have to be so filtered. I mean, you're literally like a skip and a hop away from me, but
it's up to
I don't
you. I
want to
mean, you
drive.
technically could drive here if you want while you're on the phone, if you wanted to. I'm just saying. I'm gonna leave that up to you.
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
I'm just saying. You know, you don't live that far. You're in the car already. We can continue the
I really
conversation.
don't.
But that's totally up to you. That's totally up
Yeah,
to you. No
because
pressure.
that is I have no idea what the heck is going on with that damn internet. There's like 6 of us on it. Like, and I don't know what she has. But I think I might just do that because whatever. You're like
Yeah,
5 minutes away,
you are. Yes, right.
literally. But
Oh,
okay. But now that I can actually hear you, I can answer some questions. So stupid. Like,
oh, that is funny. Okay, let's try this one more time. One more time for the one time.
one more
Um,
time, fool, dude. This was like 1,000 times. Like,
oh man, it's like
dang.
something is. It's almost like something's against what we're trying to accomplish here, man. It's like first it was the
Right.
visual.
No, something's
Satan is a liar,
yeah, something's blocking out, man. Yeah, I swear. He's like, she can't speak her truth.
right?
Don't speak
That's
the
what it
truth.
is.
Or you know what, too? It could just be that I've been having like 2 really bad days where I'm just like, I've been honestly, I mean, everybody goes through it. These last 2 days, I've just been crying my eyeballs out. So I just think maybe
Okay.
that's it. You know, maybe it's just my energy, and it's like, girl, you know, you can't do this right now. Click, 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 click. And I'm like, no, get me out of this funk. I'm going in. I'm like,
Yeah, that's what it
I don't know.
is. Let's get out of the
Yeah,
funk.
yeah, that's probably more than likely what it is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh. All right. So
So,
the question, let's go. I
so the
got this.
question was, do you feel sometimes like what it is like, yeah, depending who you're around, you know, I guess where you're at, your environment kind of dictates how you speak your mind, or maybe not how you speak your mind, but maybe how comfortable you feel about speaking your mind. Um,
Yes.
yeah, okay.
Yes. I think that like I don't know if I believe too much into this, but
Mhm.
like the zodiac signs and stuff, I am a
Yeah.
very like if you look up Aquarius, I am very much an Aquarius, with some Sagittarius and with some Pisces in it, right? Because I
Mhm.
guess the moon, the sun, the shift, the stars, whatever, I don't know. Um, but I feed off of energies like crazy. So if I feel that your energy is off, I'm gonna completely shut down. I'm gonna
Gotcha.
shut down. I'm gonna be reserved. I'm gonna keep reading you. Or if I feel like if I said something that was just wrong in any kind of way, I'll just close up. Like, or if somebody says something to me that makes me feel some kind of way, I'm gonna immediately close up. Um,
Okay.
but it does depend on who I am with, how comfortable I am, how uncomfortable. Like, yeah, I don't. For the most part, I am very bubbly. Sometimes I'm like, you're uncomfortable. That's your problem. Like, I'm going to be, I'm going to be me because I am very bubbly and outgoing. And I love to love, and I love for
Right.
people to feel beautiful, loved, and wanted, but then there's that other side where I'm like, man, I'm done. I'm not doing this. Yo, when I tell you guys, I'm literally a skip and a hop away from Mikey. I'm already at his house. Like, literally, I have to go through like 2 lights, and that's it. But dude, I forgot the pin.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Like,
Are you able to look at the private chat on your phone right now?
was it on Facebook or was it?
No, it's on the street, like on that
Huh.
same app or the platform. It should. Matter of fact, here I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I'm gonna do.
Oh, yeah. I could see the private chat.
I got you right here. Boom. I sent it to your phone.
I didn't even need the code.
Oh, it's open. Nice. Nice. Nice.
They left it open. Yeah. They if you can see, it's probably
All
because
right. I'm gonna have to, okay, so what I'm gonna do now, okay, so this is so funny. Look, everybody who's watching, please stay on. I am going to play a commercial right quick. We're gonna take a quick commercial break while I set up the microphone where it needs to be now and things of that nature so that you can hear us both talk when she's here. Okay, guys, so I'm gonna play, like I said, quick commercial break. Please stay on, don't go nowhere. A lot of cool conversation about to take place. Let's see what I can get you guys down with here. Let's see. Let's do. All right, I'm just gonna play this, guys. Quick commercial break.
The bell's been rung. And they've heard it.
We have to be ready. You, me, the others. There's an attack coming.
Invasion. Not coming, Bruce. It's already here.
From what I've learned, there are things from another universe. They serve a dark power. An old power.
What do they want?
To conquer.
I have come to enlighten you to the great darkness. I will bathe in your fear. This world is divided. We are a primitive species, unevolved and at war with one another, too separate to be one. No protectors here. It will fall, like all the others. For Darkseid. For Darkseid.
They came here once before. Long ago.
Before mighty Darkseid came to the throne, he searched the universe for the ultimate weapon. The anti-life equation. The key to controlling all life throughout the multiverse. It is here. On this world.
The others. Where are they?
Arthur Curry, also known as Protector of the Oceans, the Aquaman.
Barry Allen.
So you're fast.
Organic and biomechatronic body parts. He's a cyborg.
There are enemies coming from far away. I need warriors.
My lord, the lost world is Earth. Anti-life is here. It's time to stand. Fight. The time is now. I have turned 100,000 worlds to dust, looking for anti-life, for those who robbed me of my glory. I will stride across their bones and bask in the glow of anti-life, and all of existence shall be mine.
How do you know your team's strong enough? If you can't bring down the charging bull, then don't wave the red cape at it.
You do when it's this red cape. This red cape charges back. This is the only way. There are 6, not 5. There's no us without him. We fight. We betray one another. But we can rebuild. We can do better. We will. We have to.
He said the age of heroes would never come again.
It will. It has to.
Defenders.
Remember me?
They have failed 100,000 worlds. They always fail. So begins the end.
Shall we?
Fighting the devil and his army. You know, I don't care how many demons he's fought and how many hells. He's never fought us. Not us united.
We are back, guys. We finally have Nikki here in the flesh. All right.
Alive and well.
Alive and well.
In brighter light.
Yeah. Let's just hope that, again, that aura that we had last time doesn't mess with the visuals all over again, all right? Tell me what you thought about that commercial. I didn't know I had it like that. But I bet y'all knew I had it like that.
I didn't know you had it. I was like, oh, are we on directly talking? You're like, I got commercial. What? Okay. Well, give me time to talk about the kittens I just saw.
Yeah. Yeah, she saw some kittens outside. This is a very like pet-friendly neighborhood. I'll say that. You know.
Yeah, they were really cute.
Yeah, a bunch of cats, dogs here, kangaroo.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. The kangaroo was really cute too.
You saw that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I was like, that. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. First, I'm like, that's wild. And I was like, respect.
But the fact that they can walk it, yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I mean? Well, hop it.
Well, yeah, hop it, yeah.
Hop it.
But with a leash, that's pretty talented.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, hell, the amount of time. Training.
Right, yeah, that's
crazy.
Or trust, because a kangaroo can literally take your ass out. Like one slice with the hand, you're done. That's crazy.
That's crazy. Kangaroos in Chicago. Who would have thought? Who would have thought? Anyways, what if we chose it different? And this is the perfect example of choosing different.
Oh, for real. Don't choose the internet. Do not trust it to show up in person. Unless you have really good internet you can rely on. Right. But if you don't trust the instinct to show up, because dang.
Oh, that's so funny, man. I never think this is the first time this has ever happened. the Chop Shop, so that's cool.
Yeah, it's me.
Hey, I ain't mad at it.
It wouldn't be, yeah.
I ain't mad
This,
at it.
yeah.
This
This is literally my life, though. Like stuff like this always happens to me.
You know, it's I think it's an augmentation of your life and my life, because honestly, my life be crazy like that too. And I mean, like we were supposed to start this at 7.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's you know, it's
Started
okay.
kind of late.
It's okay. I don't know what it is. I just know we're here now, and we're gonna talk about this.
All right. Let's go.
All
right.
So,
what questions do you have? Because I know you finished the book and you were like, I have so many questions.
yes, no, I do. I have. There's a few questions.
Okay, let's go.
I'm gonna try to start off with where we're doing this discussion, and then we'll
done.
get there, right? Just but we'll be quick. I'll be quick. So in this, so what I was gonna say is in the book, I want to say I was trying to figure out. So like I know you give a time period, but I remember when I was reading, I'm like, when exactly did I meet you? You get what I'm saying? Because I wasn't. I'm like, man, actually, now that I think about it, when I met her, I'm not even quite sure I knew like your age or what.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
right, yeah.
So like,
I actually met you. I think it was either 2007 or 2008.
Okay.
Around there while we were going to, because Alexis was going to that church and she's what introduced me to going to that church.
Yes, exactly.
Shout
out to Alexis.
Yeah, I love her. She's so sweet. But so I think it was around that time, because then that is when, you know, I was traveling to Florida as well.
Mm.
And then I think when the church was kind of like falling apart,
Mm.
God kind of like spoke to me and was like,
Right.
I'm not meant to be there anymore.
Yeah.
I have to go somewhere else. But you
Okay.
know, God, you and God know what I'm talking about.
So is this? I guess the question is this the first trip to Florida or the second trip?
These I've been multiple times. So I started,
Okay. So actually, here we are making it personal. I made it personal.
You did.
I did. That was really one of the questions that I
yeah. No, that's fine.
you were talking.
I met you around that time, 2007, 2008.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. Okay, I just realized that on me. That was on me. Now. That was on me. Yellow card. You know, party foul.
I can't say the rest.
Yeah. No, don't worry about it. You know what? That's separate conversation, because I was genuinely curious.
Yeah.
I guess
No, dude, I've known you for a really long time, because you were around too when my dad passed away. My dad passed away in 2010. So
yes. So that's what I was thinking. Man, when does this time? You know, because and I knew you said not everything is in the book.
Yeah.
So I was keeping that in mind too. I'm like, but
yeah, I can explain a few things. Like, I mean, obviously this is a little like memoir of what happened with me and my point of view from my perspective of it. But I mean, if you have other questions where you're like, did this actually happen this way? I'll answer it.
No.
Okay.
I want to try and leave it as open for people to like go read it,
Mm-hmm.
you know, like without spoiling any details.
Right. Yeah.
Because the details do matter.
Mm-hmm.
I will say, but I think there's what makes the book great is that it's very relatable. Like, you know, we've all, in one way, shape, or form, went through a journey in the same way you did, you know. And I think that's what fixed it. I mean, that's like my fixation with every story, personally.
Yeah.
Like, it's the journey.
Mm-hmm.
So like even for the Dahlia character, her journey, and yeah, granted, in retrospect, there's two interests in my mind, because it's like, one, I'm looking at the character, but it's like I'm learning more about me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but Dahlia's journey for sure is an interesting one, and so now I'm gonna start framing. But now that I'm gonna start framing my questions from Dahlia's perspective. Okay. And let's just see, you know, because you know Dahlia, you wrote about her, you know.
I made her up.
Yeah, exactly. So we want more insight about her life. You know what I'm saying? About Dahlia's life here. Connor, and they're essentially their story plot here.
Yeah.
Now, interestingly enough, last we talked, I know, we got into a conversation about the relationship between Dahlia and her mother.
Mm-hmm.
And at the point where I was at, I said, I feel like it was interesting that you shared where you a detail about the relationship between Dahlia and her mother, but that I thought it was interesting that you said that because what you mentioned necessarily wasn't in the book, is what it was. At least not yet,
Yeah.
And then I think I said something along the lines of like, oh, that's interesting because where I'm at in the book, it just seems like Dahlia's mother is supportive.
Yeah.
In a sense, because she had just where I was at was in a sense compromised with Dahlia about what she wanted to do for the summer.
Yes, yeah. Until she,
and then we had an interesting conversation about daughters and mothers, and I guess what I'm wanting to know here is, do you believe do you think Dahlia has had self-reflection in the choices she made with the background, or maybe in the background having the instructions or the advice that the mother tried to give along the journey, that one could look back, like if I was in the same shoes, I could be like, maybe they were right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Has Dahlia ever had those moments?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Not at all. I could tell you, I think that if anything, sometimes she does things to kind of, like, I guess, piss off her mom in a way. But I think she definitely does, well, like, I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna prove you wrong. I'm gonna prove you wrong. And her mom, I guess, was right in a sense, but not because of what she thought. It was more because of her daughter's actions, not because of who she thought was actually going to, But I don't think that ever it crossed her mind where she's like, damn, I should have listened.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Never.
No.
She still won't listen.
Okay. I'm gonna wonder because do you think with Dahlia is now? Do you think she can look back at what her mother was trying to instruct her with and see wisdom there? And even if it's okay that the journey was what it was, right?
Yeah.
There's two different things I guess I'm asking. I mean, one is like obviously no regrets, right?
Right, no
You live
regrets.
life and it happens. But can Dahlia look back and say there was wisdom in what her mother was trying to impart?
I think so, but I think her mom definitely went about things kind of the wrong way with things.
Or,
instead of just trying to but instead of just trying to kind of level with her to kind of get her to be like understanding from where the mom's coming from. And I also think that her mom definitely, and I don't know if you got the vibe from her in the book, but her mom kind of closes off too. With certain stuff too. Like her mom very closes off.
There's really interesting moments, intricate moments, I would say, that it's almost like the again being the watcher, as I was kind of saying, I wish I could go into the story and be like, what's going on? Like, hear more, speak more, and there's this like shutdown moments. But yes,
So I think that probably isn't helpful either with the relationship. But yeah, I mean, I guess I could see it where it's like, damn, I see what she was trying to save me from, even though this isn't exactly what she thought she was going to save me from, kind of thing. But yeah, I don't know. It's so complicated. It's such a complicated.
I get it.
All of the relationships in this book are so kind of complicated. Like Dahlia with her mother, they have a very complicated relationship. they love each other, right?
Yes.
But they don't know how to communicate with each other. They don't know how to sit there and just be like, well, listen, I'm doing this. This is kind of, it's just too much tough love instead of gentle love, right? And I think Dahlia kind of needed more of a gentle love instead of just tough love. Does that make sense?
Yes, no, for sure.
And I think she probably would have done it maybe a little bit differently. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, no, for sure. Did you ever ask, or and maybe not, and then, you know, oh, here we go again.
It's okay.
And you know, this is why I said I have a lot of questions because I'm for sure interested in the, I guess, emotional but like also psychological components of what we're seeing in the story.
Mm-hmm.
And like now you like obviously you mentioned that there was more of a tough love.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, you grow up, whatever, and obviously my relationship with my mother, I know, you know, we've had love, but there was also difficulties, ups and downs, whatever. And I think, you know, even with my wife, like that's like a common, not like it's only with mothers. Same thing with fathers.
Right? Yeah. But I just think that girls are probably more maybe vocal about it, just because we are so emotional, and you guys are more of we have to just suck it up because you got to be a man about it.
Yeah.
Yep, rub some dirt in and keep going. You know.
Yeah.
So I think that's probably why it's more known about the mother-daughter dynamic.
Right. Okay.
Than what you're.
Have you ever, has Dahlia ever processed why she believes her mother was the way she was?
Does Dahlia what? Ask that question.
Has Dahlia ever processed, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. No, she definitely has. I think the older she gets, and I wish would have said that more towards like the end of the book too. Maybe add that in there, but I will say I think the older we get when we become parents, I think we kind of understand where our parents coming from, kind of thing. But then you also learn how to kind of twist things and make it into your own way. Where it's like, okay, well, they were this way with me, but it didn't work that way with me, so I'm gonna do it a little bit different with my kid, you know. But I do think that she kind of understands or has an idea of why her mother is the way that she is, just because of her upbringing as well and everything.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to get at, because I feel like it became more easy for me to, I guess you could say, deal with my mother, understand her, where she was coming from, even if I didn't agree with it, you know, her choices or her way of saying things. But once I had a deeper look into her past, it started making sense.
Right. Yeah.
You know, like, oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah.
Like, this is why she is the way she is, and blah blah blah. You know? And it just made it easier to one, for obviously, you know, forgive and just be more understanding. You know, and but I do agree. Like, yeah, one takes what didn't work and what did work, and then you kind of
twist it into
your own thing, right? Because I will say this now, this is what I'm going to get at here. And look, I can only speak about what I'm speaking on based on the story. All right, so
okay, I got it.
All right, so if, you know, if I'm missing something, it's not my fault. I guess what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But because I will say this, right? Like, as I'm obviously reading the story, and I'm like, okay, I did find myself in moments agreeing with the mother, you know, and maybe this is older me now, like looking at it from that eyes, right? And that's why I can do this now, right? Like, I can be like, well, no, mother had kind of some reason there,
right? Yeah.
You know, like, for instance, Connor should be the one coming to see Dahlia.
Oh yeah, absolutely, I agree.
I agree with that. 100%.
And honestly, it's not written in there, but Dahlia kind of agreed. She does. I know, that's why I stopped myself. I was like, wait a minute, I did write that she does agree to it, but she's like, no, I think you guys, because God forbid if she went over there and she's like, you know, at least you're here and you can go back home.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, if I go out there, I'm stuck. For the whole summer. But So she does. It does make sense. So she.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say that she's too much against her mom because she kind of does agree with her mom in
Yeah.
some things,
Yeah.
right? And it could just be because she was scared too, right?
Mhm.
But yeah, no, I agree with the mom too with that sense.
Yeah,
You bring your ass over here.
And I'm using that as an example because like I just found moments where I'm like, I know what the mom is saying here, you know.
Mhm.
And granted, maybe again we're not getting all the details of, you know, maybe whatever. Whole point is from what we do get, that's, you know, I'm like, okay, I kind of agree with that, like, you know, especially because and obviously when I'm reading the story, it's, you know, I'm not in your shoes.
Mhm.
I'm technically in Connor's shoes.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm also looking at it from that perspective. And I'm thinking to myself, well, yeah, as a man or as a boy, whatever,
Yeah.
young boy, but at that moment I'm still thinking as myself as a man
Right.
when I'm
Yeah.
whatever age I'm at the time.
Right.
And yeah, the move is I should be the one to go,
To go right. Yeah.
you know, and that could have just been my
From the
from
start.
the start
Yeah.
is my whole point,
Mhm.
right? So like, and the funny thing is like, you know, initially I'm just reading the story, but once the mom brought it up in the story, I'm like, yeah, no, she's right. That's exactly, you know, that's what I would have done.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, and I'm like, it's a red flag, brother. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
anyway, like, I don't Connor, I don't know Connor, I don't know
Right,
any
yeah,
Connor.
yeah.
I'm just saying,
Uh-huh.
you know, and like, I'm sure Connor's a good guy.
Yeah.
And he is. There's what I like about the story too is you see the ups and downs, you see the redemption, you see the I guess you could say persecution, the conviction of things. There's so much happening. And he definitely has a lot of redeeming moments where I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
good
No,
on you.
he does. He
You know,
really
good on you.
does.
You know. But that one in the beginning, I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
and then the fact that he kind of like, you know, reneges in a sense, and then only the mom comes.
So I can explain that. So, because there was like obviously before like the mother knew anything, there was always plans to meet, whether you know him here, her there. I think it was more her where it's like I'm going over there because it's Florida. Why do you want to come to Chicago?
Yeah.
You know, like I'll go over there. Who cares?
Yeah.
And again, I have family out there, so let's just say that it didn't go as planned. I can always just go to well, she can always go to her grandma's house or something. Yeah. But he was going to come.
Yeah.
But so Connor's, we both were raised. They were both raised differently. Dahlia was raised by a single mother. Connor was raised by his grandparents. So his grandpa put the foot down. Where it's like, you can't.
Right.
I don't care what your mom says. You're not going.
Right.
So that's kind of that's what really happened. Where he couldn't come because he was.
Could I be honest?
Yeah.
That wouldn't have stopped.
No. I guess I'm not. Honestly, I'm
See,
like, part of me is like, man, his mom should just like, no, he's gonna be with me. I'm his mother.
That's the part. Well, that's exactly what I'm trying to get at. Is like it's one. Maybe it's still not even that. It's actually kind of mind-boggling now to know that it was actually the grandpa. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But
because I could tell you about his grandfather's stories.
yeah. Oh man, no. I would
like this is so hard to say him, her, blah blah. Because I'm just like it's our story, my story. You know. So.
Apart from that, the grandpa is actually a great addition to the story. I'll say that.
I do. It was when I met his grandpa. It was definitely tough. It was not easy.
Yeah.
He was definitely laying it on me. Like I remember the first time I had dinner with them, and he was like, "Why would your mom send you out here by yourself? Like she sent you out here with people you don't even know." And I was just like, "Damn." Like at that moment, I felt bad for my mom because I'm like, okay, it's really not her fault. And I told him, I said, well, she would have sent me or not, I would have left.
Yeah.
You know, that's probably where Connor should have had that mentality too, where it's like, I'm just leaving too.
That's what I'm trying to get.
Yeah.
You know, like because I just feel like what I you know, I guess. From the reader's perspective of the story, just to think of the story, because again, you know,
like, it's so hard though.
Yeah. But you know, I have to say that, like, as I'm reading it, you know, I'm kind of like, again, like I said, the character I'm relating to more so in the sense of role playing is the Connor character.
Right. Yeah.
You know, now granted, I will say though, funny enough, characteristic wise, there are a lot of things more about Dolly that I can that I resonate with.
Right.
But the reality is, at the end of the day, I'm still
Kind of ish. Yeah.
ish, right? Like I'm a boy, I'm a man, whatever.
Right.
That's the role I play. So that's the role I'm more looking at, right? Like so, even that's for anything, right? Like obviously, when you watch a movie, the character that's going to stick out to is the male character,
Right. Yeah.
contrary to the female character. Even if it's a female leading movie, same thing.
Right.
I'm not going to connect with Tomb Raider, Lara Croft. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's
Right.
whatever. So all that to say that like I'm looking for the character that would be me in the story, and it would be Connor. And again, I can only say that in my perspective, I did make those choices where I made it happen, where I would go to where said
Someone's at. Yeah.
Someone's
that
at.
that you love or
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And
But
yeah.
was it long distance?
Yeah,
It
well,
was?
not
Like
as
in a
long
different
as
state?
Florida. Yeah, we were in different states at the
Mhm.
time, technically,
Yeah.
but not that far, obviously.
Yeah.
But technically, I was living in Indiana, and I find a way to come to Chicago to,
Yeah. Be
You know what I mean?
significant other. Okay.
and that's just what it was. And I
Yeah.
never once did I ask her to come my way. Never once did I feel she needed to come my way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's not your burden.
Right. I also think that because Connor and Dahlia, they were together for like a year and some months on like social media kind of thing, phone and MySpace, Facebook, whatever. I think he knew that regardless of what he would have said, she was going to do what she wanted to do. Like, he's like,
For sure.
don't come and bye. You're
Yeah.
not going to tell me anything,
Yeah.
So like, I feel like even if, did your person ever do that? Like, she ever be like, nope, I'm going to you.
So interestingly enough, that person definitely was probably more of a Connor,
Okay.
where I'm gonna do what I'm told,
Right. Yeah.
which is not a bad quality,
Right.
especially like in a young girl, like
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. She's got both parents in the household, huh?
yeah,
She
yeah.
does.
she
Okay.
did.
See the difference.
Exactly.
I have my dad.
Right.
Peace out.
No, she did, and that for sure,
Yep.
So that for sure makes a big difference, 100%, 100%. But either way, like, yeah. Look, it's not even whether or not I would have said you can't come there, or like, it's not that I would have opposed it, but the initiative was always mine.
Right. Yeah.
Like it should have been that way. And that's why again, when the mom says he needs to come here first, 100% correct.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if it, and again, in my mind, I'm just thinking, one, that's what I would have done. That's what I was taught.
Right.
As a man, you pursue, right?
Mhm.
And
It kind of makes me wonder how like his upbringing really was. Like, did his grandpa really show him kind of stuff? Because honestly, he didn't grow up with his dad either. Like,
Right.
like
Right.
he was in Carolina
Right.
with
See?
his, yeah.
There you go. So now we know Connor didn't have his father like that.
Mhm.
That tells me something.
Yeah.
No, 100%. No, luckily to my, being blessed, my father was around.
Yeah.
And even when my parents split up, I stayed with my father. You know what I mean? And it for sure always gave me to have this like figure, like what a man's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And even if it wasn't though my dad, I had my dad, I had my uncles, there was always good men role models to display to me what I thought I need to do as a man.
Right.
And then and then probably the cherry on top was, and I say this story all the time, but it's this sixth grade teacher I had who said whenever he disciplines his son, what he'll have him do is go read the book of Proverbs, because the book of Proverbs tells you what you're supposed to be as a man.
Yeah.
And that stuck with me.
But it tells you also how to be a woman too.
No, 100. Oh yeah, 100%.
You want to know what kind of woman to be.
Yeah. Proverbs 100%. Person in general,
Right? Yeah. Honestly, yeah.
So, so I had that like as a framework to the kind of character I wanted to be,
Mm-hmm.
even though obviously I was at a certain point, what's the word? I guess beguiled by the world,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then trying to find the balance between the fun I wanted to have to who I still wanted to be,
Right.
like, you know, character wise, how are people gonna talk about me? How do I, you know, what do people see when they see me?
Mm-hmm.
Who do they think I am, whatever, and then also who does God think I am? Like somehow that was always still even in my mind, even when I was, you know, selling drugs, smoking, you know,
Yeah.
all that stuff. Somehow
Yeah.
that was still,
Always, yeah.
yeah, still in my mind, you know, and so like some of the like again the tenets that were in the book of Proverbs, I would even take those tenets and implement them in my street life.
Yeah.
Because that's the character I wanted to be.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, all that to say that. So yeah, when I'm looking at the Connor character, I'm like, man, no, like, dude, you should have been the first
You
one.
should, yeah.
That should have been your, you know, role to do,
Mhm.
and you should have went with your mom's, you know, and you should have done that, you know,
Mhm.
because again, there's two things. Because even when I was again on my goofiness, in my mind with whoever I was dating, it was always true to me that I'm like, the parents are a part of the person's life.
Mm-hmm.
I want to make a good impression.
Right. Yeah.
I want to make, you know, I want them to know that they can trust me,
Mhm.
that they, you know, no matter where we are at, that, you know, they can, you know, confide that, you
Yeah.
know, you know what I mean? And so that was always a thing too. So like in my mind, if I was kind of like, no, bro, like, yeah, you
Yeah.
should have showed up, you know, present yourself to the moms,
Mhm.
you know, and give her a peace of mind.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It could, because then I thought, so apart from even that, then I thought to myself, let me put myself also in mom's shoes. Like, man, if I had a daughter that was that in love, how do I?
Why didn't she fly with her?
Oh, 100%.
Why
See,
didn't
no,
the
no,
mom fly?
no, dude, I was going there. That's
Oh,
what
were
I'm
you
saying.
really?
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. No, you're fine.
Like,
Yeah,
why did
I was
she go?
no. That's where I was going with this, right? Because like again, what I was trying to get at too is that there's so many things happening, and I'm so interested. Like, again, it's the psychological mindset of the characters in the story, and I'm like, again, even though I said I agree with her, but you know, again, the moments that she shut down, I'm like, what are you doing? You know,
Yeah.
to moments like that where I'm like you're just gonna send your
Got it.
daughter off
Right,
to go on her
yeah.
own?
And you only met this lady for like 2 days.
Yeah, like that, you know what I'm saying? So 100% that was in my mind too, you know. But you know, putting myself in her shoes, I'm like, man, like, you know, and all that to say that even more reason is I guess what I'm trying to get at, right? Because you only meet the mom, you didn't get to meet Connor,
Mm-hmm.
and you somehow still send your daughter out.
Not for like a weekend.
Yeah.
It's a summer.
Yeah.
The whole summer she's gonna be
Yeah.
gone.
No way.
Yeah.
And if you're trying to, I would be like, all right, well, I'm going with you.
Right. Yeah. I
Sorry.
can stay a week or two,
Right.
and you can stay the rest of the summer. But I need
Right.
some.
I
Yeah.
need some
peace
kind
of
of
mind.
peace of mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And also assert my presence in your life so that they
They
know
know. Yeah. Don't mess around. Yeah.
you,
Mhm.
man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, but anyways, like, yeah, throughout the story, it's interesting to see these, you know, like,
Mhm.
it's like a roller coaster ride, honestly. And now, I guess what I want to say is, or the next question I have is, now, the character or Connor, right? And again, maybe I have a lot of questions about Connor because that's the character I'm
Relate to. Yeah.
relating,
Yeah.
I'm associating with.
Mm-hmm.
And so okay, we established his father wasn't around. Was his upbringing also Christian or something? Because I know Christian and Dolly go to church at some point. It seems
Yeah,
like.
yeah, yeah. Oh, Christina and Dahlia go to church. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what it
Because
is.
yeah, she and definitely very still like BFFs, and we still talk about
Okay.
that all the time. I want to say he did grow up believing and knowing that there is a God, there is a Jesus, you know, Holy Trinity and all that. He wasn't faithfully going.
Okay.
He would go, like to youth service and stuff. He was there and stuff, you know. And out there, that's kind of the chill spot, you know, like everybody met up at church, had a good time, and then they're out and they're in the parking lot, you know, doing ungodly things. So he did go to church, but I don't think it was a sense of like, I'm going to church so that I could get to know God. It was, I'm going to church because my friends are here, you know?
Okay.
And I think at one point too, like we did have convention and stuff, and he did like, he was kind of going faithfully kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay.
But I think just like a lot of us, so to answer your question, yes, I think he did grow up in it, but I think a lot of us that do grow up in it, we're just like in and out kind of thing, and it's hard for us to kind of stay kind of stable. But I think he was more out than he was ever really in. Okay. You know, I mean, his mom had him when she was really, really young too, and that's kind of why his grandparents raised him. You know, if that helps you a little bit more kind of understand him.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, that does. Again, I am trying to get into the psyche of the character, because I'm like, there's just moments where I'm like, man, buddy, like, you got it all wrong. You know what I mean? Like, and not to say that Dahlia had it all right either.
That girl, man.
You know what I'm saying? Dahlia,
she a mess.
Dahlia, girl, you.
Yeah, she a mess. She looking for love in all the wrong places. Girl, slow your ass down. Don't get excited just because they bat their beautiful eyes at you, girl. You gotta stop it. Like, slow down.
Slow down a bit. You know.
That girl's a mess.
But no, you know what I did like about it is, especially like in the beginning of their their love story. And I would say the way you describe Dahlia's feelings and emotions, it really, that in itself also was a sense of a time machine for me. You know, because I'm like granted, you have MySpace references and this and that, or, you know, the minutes on the phone and how much you can actually type, whatever, you know, all that stuff. And I'm like, talk about dating, you know, it's dating yourself, whatever.
I really wish I added the sidekick in there. Like, that's what I was actually texting on the sidekick. I thought it was so cool.
Yeah.
Yo, I remember I text a 20-page text to Connor one time. I was in my lunch break and I was just like, that was a thing. That really was. I should have added that. I didn't add that.
Okay. you know, people get it, but yes, that for sure would have been.
Yeah, like, a sidekick. I haven't seen a sidekick in forever.
For sure. Or those, like you said, 20-page text messages you would send, and those, you know. But yeah, but like apart from those things, it's also the emotions that you know the Dahlia's emulating in the story. That I'm like, yeah, that's teenage love. That's that. You know, it's just I don't know how to explain it. You don't know much, but you think you do. You know, like the world seems so like not even just the world, but love in particularly seems so hopeful. So nothing can go wrong, or I don't know how to explain it, but then it's just even like the butterfly feelings, you know, the
heart pumping really hard, in your throat.
Yes, all like the way you were describing this.
Yeah,
it's how it felt. You know, like you get that message, and you're like, you know, just So you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, what? You know?
And you know what's messed up too is that I sometimes feel like I don't who's watching.
I can't really in the comment section. He said talking about military story, and that is a crazy story. He says share it, write a book on it. LOL. Who else we got here? I think it's Diana.
I'm like, I want to be careful with what I say Because I don't want people to. Oh yeah, Jessica said she had a lot of questions on Instagram once, but I just want to be careful what I say because I don't.
Sorry, not you.
Oh,
sorry, Facebook. I didn't see your message until now. Edwin, I see you, bro.
That is funny.
Old girl signal.
I swear it was. I swear it was so bad.
Let's start.
Please, it's hard out here. Do it.
Always goes on time. My God. Appreciate you stopping on Facebook, bro.
That is so funny. Yeah, I like that though.
We got George in my IG. We got Caro, another George from my ex job.
Okay.
So I don't know if there's anybody you know.
No. I was trying to make sure because I want to be careful with what I say because there's and I forgot what I was gonna say. This happened to me last time too. Oh,
good dog. What's going on, baby? Sorry, you can't come in here, baby. You can't. I'm sorry.
So you sound like you're having fun in here.
Right, exactly. So we were talking about just the way you would feel with the messages coming in.
Right, and I have a problem now in my adulthood.
I think I know what you're trying to say.
Yes, where I'm like,
it's okay.
What's love if it doesn't feel like that? You know?
Yeah, I know what you mean. You know what's funny about that though is you're onto something there, but at the same time, I don't know if this is. Maybe maybe this is just my journey. Because I for sure have been a guy. I'm chasing that feeling, right? Whether it was, what comes from, I think it's a frivolous fun of certain behaviors.
Feeling invincible.
That kind of feeling.
Yeah.
Kind of like, man, would have felt like that, whatever. But then also like those feelings of love, but like again, the older I got, I gotta be honest, I don't know if I felt like that ever again.
Yeah.
But I think it's because the world just became more real.
Right. Yeah.
Rather than the unknown.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And it's not to say that like you don't feel nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not to say that love isn't there, but like those feelings aren't the same anymore. You know what I mean? Like, now granted, I will say like, and this is where again I'm kind of like, who's watching?
Right? Because you gotta be careful with
I don't want to hurt nobody's feelings.
Right, yeah.
It's honestly, I haven't really even shared too much of what happened in my life, I guess, with, relationships and stuff. But what I want to say is that for sure, I can say that I'm kind of lucky in the sense that who I'm with now, because they kind of were that high school crush for me, that I was lucky to have.
Not me getting on. Yeah. See, I love that.
They kind of have that same feeling, you know what I'm saying? Even though I was older, and that's and that's what kind of moved me and motivated me. This is a crazy feeling. I haven't felt this since I was younger, But I want to stress that doesn't necessarily mean I don't think that's the regulation.
Right. Yeah.
I feel like that was the what's what I'm looking for, the exception. You know what I mean? Like that's the exception, and it's a great thing. Like for sure. What I will say is eventually, I do feel like even that still fizzles out in a sense.
Yeah.
But because
I mean, she didn't have. Anyway. Dahlia did not have that the whole time. She didn't always have butterfly feelings all the time with him and stuff. And there was times where it's like, the thing is that like, even when she was mad at him, she still wanted to be with him, right? That was still her person. She still chose him. She still, it was just him. And then even at some point, even being mad at him, she still had that loving feeling,
Yes.
you know, in her chest and her stomach and stuff like that. So it's
Yes.
just like, do you find that still when you're older kind of thing? Like
Yeah.
when you get mad at someone, you're like, okay, I'm still gonna choose you. Like one of my favorite lines in this book is, I would rather argue with you and
Yes.
kiss someone else.
Yes.
You know, and
Yes.
I feel like it was very true for them, right? For them too.
Yeah.
But like as I got older, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to argue with you. I'm gonna kiss somebody else. You know, like, I'm gonna do something. I'm going somewhere else. You know, like, and I tried. I can't say that I didn't. You know, like, this it's kind of. I feel like my life style is it's. I think I blame my dad a little bit for my life decisions, just because he wasn't present. So I'm looking for love in all the wrong places, kind of thing. You know. So obviously, I feel like Connor was the best place, right? I feel like that.
Okay.
The guy, Jonathan, I mean, great guy. I mean, who he is now is he's an amazing person. He's awesome. You know, he's going to church and, you know, getting his life right with the Lord and everything. God bless him. And that's good, right? Him and I, we were young and I didn't know. I'm like, oh, that's a military guy. I'm going to be with him and I'm going to live the best life. And I'm going to be set, right? Because he's in the military. And reality is that I didn't love him. My mom loved him. She was like, yeah, you need to marry this guy. Like, he loves you. And I'm sure he did. I'm sure Jonathan loved me, Dahlia. But she just always had Connor, right? And it was like, well, Connor doesn't want to be with her because, you know, all of this stuff and everything. So she might as well just stay with Jonathan, right? And then once Jonathan fizzled out because of their issues, she, like a year after, slowly met someone else. And then that dies out really fast for her too. I mean, this sort of, I don't even know what to say to that one. Not a bad guy, just not her guy, you know? And then the next guy she ends up with after like a year or whatever too, he just kind of loco, like he's kind of crazy, you know, like, and I don't know. Every single one of them, I found something and I was like, yeah, I don't want to deal with that for the rest of my life, kind of thing, you know? So it's like, do you find that again at any point? Because I mean, and I find myself now I have a great person.
Yeah.
The guy that I'm with, he's awesome. He's very nice. He's very sweet. He's very supportive. And it's not you'll figure it out. It's we got this kind of thing, right? And I've never really had that, you know, but I find myself, and don't get mad at me. If you're watching, I find myself sometimes where it's like, yeah, I'm running. Yeah, I'm gonna run. I don't want to deal with this. I'm gonna run. Right. And then I'm like, no, like we're getting older, too, like he's a really good guy, you know, like, and he's so sweet. And I do like him. I like him a lot, but there is those moments where I have that doubt and it's like, yeah. I don't know.
We all do, I think.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest, I think we all do. Maybe not say we all do. A good enough
amount of us.
Yeah. You're not alone in that, I think.
It's what if? Okay, what if I settle with him? And what if?
Yeah.
And what if I settle with him and he beats my ass? Like, I don't know this guy, you know, like what if I, you know, it's just what if? It's just a bunch of what if.
Yeah.
And
right back to that. And that's right back to this, right? I mean, so it's funny, like, again, what's funny about what you're saying too is that like me and the wife, luckily we were like really pretty much best friends, you know, before we actually got together. And but the reason that benefited us is because it allowed us to kind of know each other more. Not that we knew each other completely. I think that's also the misconception of dating, right? Or not even just dating, but just when you get together with somebody, that you think you'll ever actually know them completely.
Yeah.
I think that's, again, a lie. Not a lie, but like it's a misconception because for two reasons. One, you know, unless the person somehow miraculously had a like non-trauma life,
Mm-hmm.
then everybody you meet has walls, barriers, you know, moments that show different things.
Right. Yeah.
That's one aspect. And two, we're also both we're all individuals changing and
Yeah.
evolving and learning.
Yeah. I was gonna say that evolving.
You know what I'm saying?
You know, there's different things that we go through in our lives that kind of change us and
Yes.
kind of mold us into a different,
Yeah.
you know, person.
Exactly. And but all that to say that we technically both were runners. You know that, and we knew that about each other. You know?
Yeah.
So when we got together, it was kind of like,
Yo, you can't run.
yeah, it was funny because like, yeah, no, we both kind of like, well, I think we both were at a place where like we just not only, so there was a couple things, but like obviously one is we obviously love each other, you know, like we were in love, you know, and what's he still in love, but you know,
Yeah, you guys are very cute together.
appreciate that, you know, and so there's that, but it was also like we also had that like sense that you're saying like, yeah, you know, clock's ticking,
Mm-hmm.
so let's just not play games here,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know,
It's
and
also not a sense like I want to just settle just because my clock's ticking.
yeah,
You know
exactly,
what I mean? Yeah.
no, exactly, you don't want that either, but it is, it's what I'm trying to say, it's not necessarily wrong to have that in mind,
Right. Yeah.
because we for sure have that in mind. I had that in mind for ourselves as well, you know, and so it was like we challenged ourselves in a sense to like do the opposite of what we knew we were inclined to do, you know, and I feel like one thing that for sure always resonated with me, and this again, this does go back to having the right people in your life,
Mm-hmm.
and my dad, I remember, you know, he was me and the boys. It was like, you know, the guys used to hang out with back then, you know, for youth, not youth, the youth, whatever. And it was like, I forgot, it was Nick who was having like weird like problems with his girlfriend or something.
Mhm.
And but you know, all the boys were there and at the time, and my dad was in a sense kind of scolding him, but like because yeah, obviously, you know, Nick at the time had this like, you know, thing about girl,
Yeah.
whatever. And it's because how I feel. And my dad said something that, you know, again, when you're young, you don't quite understand it. Now that I'm older, I understand it. And that's that he said, you know, love isn't a feeling, it's a choice.
Mm-hmm.
And that's when you know it's real. Because feelings come and go, right? There's nothing concrete about a feeling, you know, but to know something and to choose because of what you know, that's more powerful. Like
Right,
that's
yeah.
something you can hold on to and take, you know, take to the bank, you know,
Mm-hmm.
contrary to a feeling. And again, you know, at the time I'm like, interesting, you know, but it's
No,
not,
that makes perfect sense.
you know, and it's not to say that you can't feel nothing, but it's that when love is a choice, like you do sometimes have to make those choices,
Yeah.
you know, of
Now you just have to choose is the person that you want to choose all the time,
yeah,
even when the fire's low.
yes,
kind of thing.
yes.
Mhm.
And it's not to say that you can't see the red flags. So like, you know, look, I like, you know, I know my experience. Could I have fought more?
Mhm.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe. Actually, yeah, I probably could.
Yeah, that's how I felt too.
You know? But do I feel or do I think it was the wrong choice? I don't think so.
Yeah.
You know,
But see, that's good though. You have that clarity where you're like, no, it wasn't the wrong choice. You
Yeah.
know, sometimes.
but it took time.
People-
Now let me tell you this. It took time.
Okay.
It took time. You know, this is another part, moment of truth here.
Mhm.
I had guilt for a long time, even in this relationship I'm in now.
Mhm.
Lots of guilt. And a part of me still is guilty because I know I caused a lot of pain,
Yeah.
you know? But what worked out for me, low-key, is that seeing that it worked out for them, that gave me closure. Like,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, no, you were able to move on, just like I was able to move on. I know I made the right choice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because, again, yes, I probably could have kept fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Do I know for certain that we would have worked? I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
And if I was going to bet on kind of the trajectory we were always on, is that it just probably was never going to work.
Mm-hmm.
Because despite how much I did love that person, the issues we had just always was the same.
Yeah.
You know, and granted, a lot of it for sure was me too. Like, I got to own up to that.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't just them. And probably the majority, I'm not just say that. Maybe the majority was me.
Yeah.
But whether it was that maybe as long as I was still with that person, I would never seen who I really was and the changes I needed to make. I don't know if that would have been a thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying, like, yeah, I probably could have fought. Maybe I would have seen my errors. Maybe I would have changed them all. You know, maybe I could have caught them all. But does that even speak about who they were and what they would do? You know, I have no control over that. And so the uncertainty there is 100% still there, regardless of me knowing that, yeah, I could have fought harder or longer.
Mm-hmm.
What I do know is there was no certainty still, even with that. But now where I'm at now, because I made the choice to allow us to go our separate ways, I finally can see, look, you're moved on, happily married.
Yeah.
I moved on, I'm happily married. I know I made the right choice.
Right.
Now I know that, you know, but even before that moment came, you got JD saying Nichols. Does that ring a bell? Nichols?
Oh my gosh, yes, I know him. What did he say?
Yeah, he said love isn't just a feeling, it's a choice to stay, forgive, encourage, and believe in someone even when things get hard. 100%. 100%. And forgiving yourself and, you know, encouraging yourself.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. Like, it takes a lot of work. And that's, I think, the other part we're not ready for. You know, so back to the story, it was kind of, it was, in a sense, almost like heartbreaking to kind of see the journey that they were both on. But obviously, you're following Dahlia more, and it's sad in moments because it's like, man, like, you want to root for them, for her at least.
Yeah.
You know, I'm rooting for her for sure in the story more often than Connor. But again, that's just because I just, in the story, there's just too many red flags for me when it comes to Connor.
Yeah.
They're just contrary to me.
Right. Yeah.
But again, not speaking on Connor personally.
Right. Yeah.
As far as what I saw in the story, I'm like, man, my God, like, I just felt like there was just too many fumblings. And not to say that Dahlia didn't fumble the ball either.
Yeah. Oh, she fumbled.
In the story, and you know, she fumbles the ball too, you know, but I just feel like you see more Connor do it in moments that I feel are instrumental, you know, where when it came to her fumblings, I'm like, yeah, but, you know, there was like a but to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can kind of like almost reason with the fumbling of Dahlia. Where with Connor there's probably one moment that I got grace for where I'm like, yeah, that's a hard pill to swallow. You know?
I wish you could tell me what's wrong without ruining it.
Yeah, but I'm trying to, you know.
Because I think the one that said Nichols, he said he was gonna get the book. I don't know if he's gonna read it. He did read some of it already because he was part of the read this and tell me what you think kind of thing. So he has some insight, but I don't know if he actually read the whole book yet.
And again, guys, like, read the book. It's a really good story. It's
He said, tell it. Okay, tell it. Just tell it. Let's go.
Oh man, just tell it. Okay.
Just tell it.
All right. Yeah, you said it.
Yeah, because I want to know too.
Okay, no, for sure. No, for sure. I think for sure obviously the hardest pill for if I kind of choose to swallow for sure.
Wait. What did he say?
I haven't read it all yet. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I don't know if I should tell it then.
Cover your ears for a second, and then we'll give you a thumbs up.
Yeah, I know. Oh man. But so obviously the one moment obviously that I do obviously feel for him in a sense is obviously the moment when he's don't tell it. Don't even now. I'm gonna beat this fight right now. I'm just saying.
Right through that. Oh, okay.
Right.
Now it's like, damn, how do I say it?
Yeah.
I think if I is it? Can I text it?
Look, okay, I'm gonna tell you this. This is what it is for me personally. There's a lot of red flags that I have with Connor, and even things in the throughout the story. I'm done with you, brother. I'm done with you. Hold on. There's certain parts where I'm like, the story doesn't imply anything, but the way it's narrated, I guess, or told, and then I'm not gonna lie, I do have some kind of like questions that are honestly for Connor. If I'm be honest, and I'm not even sure you have the answers here. I'll be honest, I don't know.
I probably don't. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I would like to hear the questions though.
Well, you know.
Okay.
Because
I think someone else that say it. Was that Jay that said it?
Yeah, Jay.
Okay, then just say it. Yeah.
Just say it. Okay. So the whole part obviously where I do feel for the guy. That I do feel for the guy is obviously that moment where he's obviously, there's that moment where you guys are both trying. You are pregnant. There's this moment where like, oh, okay, it's looking up. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, finally, you know what? Like maybe this is gonna work out. It's like, I mean, even though I kind of know how it ends already. Right. But in my mind, I'm also reading it, thinking to myself, like, man, as a fresh reader, this is good. Like, that's why I'm reading it. I'm like, man, it's good. Like, if I'm, whoever's reading this for the first time, not knowing the outcome, like the story is so good, so juicy, and this is like the moment where it's like you're on this like high roller coaster ride for them.
Right.
Like, all right. Despite whatever, I could look past whatever. Like maybe sometimes love is that strong enough that it can look past all the craziness.
Right. Yeah.
That came before that moment.
Right.
And that's probably the one moment where I'm like, oh, God, that's tough, And
how do you, as a man, how do you come back from that?
Yeah, 100%.
That's kind of where I've always showed him grace in that sense because I'm like, if the roles were reversed, granted, women are built a little bit different. Roles are reversed, women's that I'm gonna make it work, regardless, whatever. But it's like being in his shoes. I'm like, I can see it now as a man. Like, no, you gave what was mine. And now,
well, in a sense,
right? Yeah,
in a sense, right?
But
because
I can see it from that perspective.
That's the but that I have. Like, I'm like, as much as like I'm like, bro, like if you really wanted it, but I understand because.
But he does try.
No, he does. Right, exactly. Right.
I think it's
to a certain point. Right?
Yeah, because there's that moment he's like, that's it. Just
where I'm like, I'm kind of like, and I'll be honest. Again, this is what I'm saying. Like in that moment, I'm like, oh my gosh, she's not wrong either. Like she's taking the more responsible step there. You're just in your feels about it, but I understand it. That's my whole point, right?
Yeah.
Where, again, even though I feel he fumbled the ball there, I understood it is my point. Like that's the grace I'll give him there. Where like again, there's a moments with you where I'm like, all right, but you know what I mean? Like even when you're like right now, you kind of try to excuse it by saying you gave away something that was his, and it's like, but it wasn't.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like and that's what I'm saying. Like there's those moments for you where I'm like, the and you even in the story, Dahlia is recognizing, or you I think in the future narrating for Dahlia are saying, Farsight, you could have done different, you should have chosen different in those moments. But we all can agree, the audience, where you were in the moment, it's understandable,
there are some things too that I never added, and I think it probably would have helped people be like, oh, okay, well now I can see why she was kind of going in this direction.
Yeah.
Because there was times too where I'd be in the house by myself, he'd just dip and leave me because he's gonna go like fishing or smoking, whatever, and everything. And I'm like, yo, I want to go fishing.
Yeah,
Like, I'm a country girl at heart. You can take me, you know. And there was always an excuse, well, you won't fit on the boat.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, so and so's girlfriend fits on the boat.
Right.
Well, it only fits this amount. Okay, but I can still go. Like, it would be a total of 4 of us, which I don't think is past the weight. And I just always think that it was an excuse just to not be with me.
Now that you say that, bro, you just added on to the questions I have for Connor. I'll be honest. Because there's certain things in the story that I'm like, I don't want to like beat up on a horse that kind of not even existent.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess if I'm just going to, let me just say it. Because even now with what you're saying, like, man, see, that's the thing. There's things about the character in the story that I'm like, just seems fishy to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and again, it's not implied. You don't imply anything because, again, what do you know? And you could only take his word for it anyways.
Right, yeah.
But there's just certain things that happen that I'm like, see, things like this don't just happen unless they're like manipulated to happen.
Right, yeah.
And like it's like all those rumors and like reasons to be mad at you. Personally, when I'm reading it, I'm like, I get the feeling that this was like manipulated to be had. So if I'm Connor, I have an excuse or reason to justify my choices,
right?
Or at the very least, if not even just, if not justify, even worse, distract from what the bullshit I'm actually doing, and I'm gonna pretend like the bullshit's here, but it's actually here with me.
Right. Yeah.
And again, that's just what I was kind of. You know,
and it's funny that you say that because I used to think like, I'm like, what are you doing? And you know what? Like even now, like there was times too where we're teenagers, we go through each other's phones. I never ever hid my phone from him. Like I'd have it face up. You can go in through it, got my password because I had nothing to ever hide, right? But he was very secretive with his phone. I couldn't have the password. I couldn't hold it for too long, you know. So there was things where I'm like, you know what, whatever. I trust him, right? He's never given me a reason to not trust him, even though he's kind of weird with his phone, but whatever, it's his phone, right? But there was things like that. I will say I've gotten into that phone a couple times and I just see some stuff where I'm like, why are you saying this to her, right? But I never actually physically thought that he would physically do something to like, or like emotionally do something to hurt me, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you might be onto something.
Yeah.
Because I do like when I look back at stuff, and honestly, the last time him and I ever spoke, he said, he's like, I'm sorry if I ever did anything to hurt you. And that struck me because I'm like, but what? The only things I can think of is you just leaving me hanging high and dry while you're going out, hanging out with your friends. And I wanted to hang out with you too, with your friends. I want to go fishing. I want to do this. I want to explore Florida with you. You know, like that's the only thing that I can possibly think of that you could have done to hurt me.
Yeah.
Right. Or pick weed over me and stuff like that. You know, like where I would beg him, like, can we stop smoking and just like enjoy each other kind of thing. Or not fighting hard enough for me. Maybe, that I would consider that you hurt me too, because why was I the one always putting in a fight to stay with you? You know, like, but then, so now that kind of puts things into perspective, like maybe he feels kind of guilty too, because he did things that just never came to light for me, you know, because I had all the trash on me. Everything was said about me. And I understand how the rumor started too. I was hanging out with a group of people. It wasn't just boys though. It was I was with girls too. And then the day that the fight broke out, I hit one of the guys that I was really close to, and I felt bad. I kind of was taken back by it. And it beat me up. It was like, oh my gosh, I hit so and so. Like I feel bad. And he's like, why? Why do you feel bad? And then like a week later, all of a sudden I had a train ran on me, and I'm like, the hell? I didn't sleep with none of those people. First of all, one of them I think has stuff that you can't get rid of. You know, so like I would never do that, you know, like, and I think that's kind of how that spiraled into the decisions that I made later on in life, because it's like, Well, I already had a train ran on me, and I apparently slept with this. Right, allegedly. I never did. That I never, Lord have mercy, I would never do such a thing. Ugh.
Somebody popped around when you said that. I had a train ran on.
Right, yeah. You're like, oh, right, yeah. And then apparently I slept with someone else too. So I'm like, okay, well, let's make this one true.
Yeah.
Right? Because now they're saying that I'm sleeping with this guy.
Yeah.
So, well, let's wrap it up. Even though we didn't, because she got pregnant. So,
Yeah.
but like, whatever. But I think that's kind of all of those kind of led her to making those choices that she did. And
For sure.
honestly, even seeing how he was responding to certain things, I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. Like,
Yeah, that's why I said, like, even in these moments where I know we can agree.
hey, yo, what did he say? Wrong time, what? Bro, I just got that. Just like you said too, that's funny.
Oh, let me rewind back. Yeah, rewind back.
That is too funny.
Yeah, no. It's, and that's what I mean when I say that even in the moments where, like, yeah, we can say she probably fumbled the ball, it's like still understandable. You know what I mean? Like, there's still, it's still within the confines of, like, yeah, but like this is what was happening, so like I can kind of understand the thought process and the process of the emotions, right? Of going through the emotions of things.
And honestly, like, I spent my 21st birthday out there, and 21st is big. You're allowed to drink and stuff. I remember I bought my first bottle. I was by myself in a room, just sitting there, and I'm like, damn, do I go back home? Like, is this it for us? Because I've put up a fight for us to get back together, and he's like living his best life. I don't know what he's doing. And sometimes us girls, we have, especially us younger girls, we have a thing where it's like, and I think it's such a stupid mentality where it's like, this is my ex, but if I can hold on to him with still sleeping with him, he won't go anywhere else. Yeah. And that's really stupid to think, because you're a man. Yes, I'm going to come back to you, but I'm going to still try somewhere else too, you know? If I can't get there, well, here you are, you know? So, and I felt like that was my mentality where I'm like, okay, I still have him like that, so he's not going to go elsewhere and blah, 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 blah. And he likes this and that, you know, I was with him for a very long time. Yeah. And for my 21st, like, I was by myself. And that's when Jonathan kind of showed up. Right. Yeah, that I remember that time he was there, and he was having his issues with his person. And then I was like, you know what? I'm in the room day 2 by myself. My 21st birthday was yesterday. Now, apparently you're here. Let's hang out, because we're both going through the same thing. Right. I think that we just kind of bonded over that kind of heartbreak that we were both going through. And then to see that, you know, so it's like, oh, hell no. What? And I actually went to before anything with Jonathan, I went to Connor's house, and I said a few words, and I smacked him, you know? I was like, you, and then or whatever. And I did something petty, but I truly think that he stole it from me first. You know, the little caps for your tires. I had some nice ones on my Nissan Maxima. Okay, all of a sudden they disappeared, and all of a sudden Connor got some real nice ones on his. Okay, so I stole them. Then he wants to make a Facebook. Oh, we stealing caps now? People petty. I can't believe people stealing caps. Yeah, fool, you started. But these were mine. I'm sure of it.
Cat stealing, you know what it is. You know what it is.
18 years old. I'm like, stealing caps off the car. These are mine. That's what I was saying. I remember taking. I was like, these are mine. I know these are mine, because mine went missing. Who steals caps off a freaking car? Dude? Buy that at the store for like $3 or something. A case or whatever.
They're affordable. That's crazy.
So I didn't put them on my car right away, because I was like, he's gonna know if he sees them and they're missing. He's gonna be like, I knew she took them. So it took me a while to put them on the car, but I put them back on the car. Eventually, I put them back on. I just waited a long time before I did. Like, hey, I noticed mine were missing too. I had to go buy some. Just put them on right now. Like, you know, like, it's crazy. People out here stealing.
So you feel your no, that's hey, what goes around comes around. We see you gonna steal my camera, steal your camera.
Right? Yeah. Like. But no, there was definitely, I can see where you're like, that's a red flag there.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, that was again one of the few, like that I'm just like, and again, for sure seeing that like you fought more than he did, and again, some of it was also coming from, I think, just perspective of like knowing how I was when I was that age.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like for sure,
Yeah.
I'm paying less attention to the girl if I'm not all in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I feel like too that I fought so much too is because I'm like, damn, I really messed up, and I want to prove to him that I am not my mistakes, and I do love you, and I will keep choosing you after everything, and I want you to know that if you did mess up too, I'm still gonna pick you. I think that's where my mindset was, where I just have to prove myself different. I have to prove.
Yeah,
myself.
no, that's actually kind of interesting. Because I will say, like, one thing that kind of kept me in my last relationship for as long as it was that very nature of things, right? Like, just seeing how much they kept like fighting
Yeah.
for my love. You know what I mean? And I felt like, okay, yeah, like who does this?
Right.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, it's
Yeah.
not.
Obviously, you love me. She's got to be the one, right?
Yeah, exactly. That was my.
Well, at least that was yours because he was like, girl, bye.
Yeah.
The complete opposite. He's like, yeah. He probably even just came back to me a couple of times because he was like, all right, it's really not working out with so and so. So let me just go back this way because I know she's there still, But
No, I mean, and again, it's just part of all of it. Again, that's why I say, like, when you're young, he says, honestly, you handled that better than I would have at that age. I had a bad habit going on revenge mode to the coldest extent. Oh.
I don't know. My revenge kind of was kind of big. Well, I don't know yours, so it's probably different. But
that's for another time. He went in. He went beast mode for sure.
Okay, hop on. I want to hear.
Yeah.
Pop up in a little square right here. Come on, join us.
No, he does have a crazy story there too, for sure.
He said, "Tell her mine."
I got you, bro. Low key. So no, this guy went on like mastermind mode, diabolical. I mean, like, so I'm gonna try and give you the quick short version. So, not to give too much away, but like it's the more important premises, anyways. So he was in a previous relationship. I want to say they were married. Actually, they were supposed to have a kid. If I'm correct me if I'm wrong, Rob. I think she even aborted it. And that was like one thing, like that was one of the triggers. And she also like cheated on him, So my boy said, "Oh, that's the game we're playing." And this guy literally slept with all her friends. I want to say cousins and sisters or something like that. Like, I mean, went in, like, and some of them not to this day, but like, not even to this day, but like for a long time kept like, before he like, was like, all right, cutting you off completely, would like still hit him up, that were still supposedly like friends with her.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Shicing, and so you know how that is.
So that's why you were able to do that, because they were that type of person anyway.
Exactly. But
that's messed up. Yeah.
He aborted without telling him exactly.
So I'm kind of cold too, just not that cold. You're like freezing frozen because Jonathan was Connor's friend.
Yes, man.
I was evil. Yeah, I was bad, but I'm not evil. I mean, Jonathan was Connor's friend, although I was told otherwise, and that's kind of why I did what I did.
Right.
If I would have really known that, I would have done that.
Too.
Yeah.
And even the train is mentioned in the book.
Yeah, for real, it is mentioned in the book. A lot of stuff is mentioned, and a lot of stuff isn't. Like I kept some stuff to myself, and then I was like, yeah, let's just share this because this is, like the miscarriage. I felt like was a good touch because I think a lot of women can relate to that.
Yes. 100%.
And or women that can't have kids either at all. I'm sure that probably hits some in a different way too.
Sure.
So I was like, I'm adding this because this is gonna make somebody cry.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then I know in the beginning, you got that lovey-dovey and it makes you fall in love. And I know I had some people be like, I'm in love with Connor. And I'm like, shut up. No, you don't. You don't love him. You can't love him, only I could, you know, like it was my counter and I'm going. But I'm like, yeah, but I mean, I'm glad that people can see that side of him because
Yes.
I've been told that that is not who he is anymore at all. He is what that Ice Cube is right there.
Mhm.
Like he's completely cut off and done with the world kind of thing. So so I'm glad that some people can see how he is.
Yeah, no,
How
for sure.
he was
How he
back
was.
then, yeah.
Yeah, like I said, there are some moments where you kind of like, okay, you know, but then again, it's like, but then you had to do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, from my perspective.
Right.
You know, but yeah, no, there's moments where there's redeemable moments.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, it's just kind of like all for nothing, and that's the part that's kind of like, my God.
Yeah.
You know? It's actually funny you say that though, because like, you know, I guess that he's now more on the bird side, because you know, part of me then thinks like, well, it's like, well, maybe that's just who you are,
Mm-hmm.
because again, like I said, even though it's not implied, there's moments where I'm just like, my God, I think you were into some funny stuff, you know?
Right. Yeah.
And again, you wouldn't know, but like, game recognized game, I guess, is exactly the
Exactly
way
what
I
you're
was
saying,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying, is what I'm trying to say. The game recognized game. And I'm like, but you know, like I said, there's moments where you do feel for him.
Mm-hmm.
But the story's all downhill for sure. You know,
Yeah.
and you feel for her. You're on this roller coaster ride with her, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, like I said, it's seeing her feelings and emotions throughout the whole roller coaster ride that she's going through. You kind of you resonate with it because even if you like, obviously, sorry, I'm not a female and I've never gotten pregnant, whatever, all that stuff. So it's not really those stuff, but it's more like just the emotional things where I'm like, you know, I know the feeling of certain things that the character feels, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay. And that's what I'm saying. Like, there's just more to her character that I was like characteristically I identify with more than I did Connor. But the journey she's on, and I guess this is where I kind of maybe we can bring it to this is, and obviously I think we can all agree that is still on the journey, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know, there's I've been going back to like the whole stories, what I look for in a story, right? It's, you know, it's this journey, but like a journey in time, a journey entails that, or if there's a journey, that means there's a destination,
Right.
okay? And obviously, it's a very somewhat open-ended ending because
because that's literally how, and it's so crazy because before the actual ending, the way it ended was still like, what? Right? Because there was no closure. There wasn't, it was just done.
Yeah.
That's it, right? There wasn't some grand finale fight or anything like that. It was just like case closed and that's it. Like, it's like, where do we go from here?
Yeah.
And then so it's all these years going in between. And it's not like through all these years that I didn't hear from him. I heard from him, you know? Even before he got with who he was with, we were planning on seeing each other, you know? And then a week or two later, he's in a relationship. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
You know, like threw me off. And then, you know, then the way the ending does end, right? It's like, damn, I can't tell you.
Yeah.
But maybe one day I will. Kind of thing. And it's like, I feel like that's the
100%.
Yeah, he's like, all right, I can tell I still have you in this little loop, and then I feel like he also plays a part too. And then I don't know who's. I'll tell you this answer when we're off.
Okay. No, that's fine. Okay, they asked for the link, so I'm gonna try and find them to the book.
Oh. I'm like, what if we chose them different?
Yeah. I'm like, looking.
Right there. I have another review.
You do.
What?
How do you see the reviews here?
Yeah. Oh, someone gave me a 4. Let's see who that was. I'm gonna say my cousin Melanie.
So,
Oh, they didn't say what it was. I love that comment.
Do you know Jessica?
Yeah, Jessica was actually
Was
one that she was
Shelly?
saying on Natially.
Initially.
No, they just started. They didn't put the actual. Oh wait.
This one?
Christy. Oh wait, I know her. Confusing, nice. Yeah. Well, that's good because that's what I was aiming for.
Oh yeah.
Oh, good. She wants more. Well, you're not gonna get more because I don't have more.
Yeah. Right, because and this is what I'm trying to get at too. It's like
Oh, I love that she left me a fee. Oh, I thank her.
it's that it is open ended, right? In the sense,
Mhm.
right? Because like she said, you're like, man, there's obviously more to the story. Like
Mhm.
and you kind of tell it in a sense in that yes, I don't know, the word for like the outro, I guess I don't know what to call it.
What are you talking about?
At the end you have like you're talking.
Oh, at the very, very end where it's like, okay,
You got the picture.
when you're talking about the author part? Or
yeah, like there's something there's something there.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but like it's still not this. Like it's not the story. You know what I'm saying? And I guess what I'm trying to get at is like even like right now we were discussing, or not right now, but earlier we were saying, you know, do you still feel the same way? You know, these love things that we used to feel. And,
Right, yeah.
You know, what do you know? What is it now? What does it look like now? What do we, you know, whatever. And I think people still, at a certain point, want to hear that story.
Yeah.
Where's Dahlia after all this? You know, and obviously there's no rush to it because obviously,
right, yeah,
you're still on that journey in a sense, right? But yeah, there's still a story that, like, you know, who knows? Maybe like 5 or 10 years from now, you know, where you could part 2, you know.
Like another world went okay. Where we're at, and
you know,
back on another cliffhanger, y'all.
Because like I'll have to say, by the end of the story, you are invested in Dahlia. You know, like, it's like, man, again, I know you, so it's like,
Right, yeah.
But like again, I was also trying to think, right? Or I would think to myself, like, man, yeah, like somebody who doesn't know you, he's just you're invested in the character.
Yeah.
You want to know what happens to Dahlia. What's nice for her? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right, yeah.
Dahlia, the characters, I guess what I'm trying to tell you. You could actually spin anything off of that character right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
And it would,
my cousin was telling me that. She's like,
okay.
She goes, you should totally just come up with something great. And even his mom, she's like, you should talk about like the love now that you have, kind of thing, or whatever, or you know, like what happened after all of this. Talk about all of that, or whatever. And I'm like, I say, don't know if I want to talk about thing 2 and 3 at all, but I mean, I can definitely mix it up, or even add on to, you know, more of this book, you know. But I don't know. I guess I'll see, because right now, like, I'm really big on the book that I told you previously.
Okay.
I like the mother-daughter, so I've been working on that. And then today I actually wrote this just weighing on my heart. So I wrote something really quick. Okay. Sorry, Jay. Where is it at? I sent it to one of the doctors I'm really close to. Actually, I posted it on Facebook. Where is it at? Beep, 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 beep. Which I feel like a lot of people can probably relate to this too. What? Me? That's why I was texting. I was texting while we were talking, because I'm like, stop coming for me. I didn't even see that. Dang. But I wrote this, and I'm like, I think people can kind of relate to this. Again, the last couple of days have been kind of heavy for me, right? So, I'm not gonna read it though. Actually, you guys should read it. Okay. It's on my Facebook page. Yeah, I'm like, so yeah, I'm like, I don't want to read it. I was going to, and then I stopped myself. I'm like, this is part of where I'm like, I'm not good at talking about it. Even though I wrote it, I'm not good at like.
I gotta read it now for sure.
And I feel like it's relatable, you know, like it's. And I definitely think it's more a visual thing. Like you can definitely visualize it and actually feel it and make it feel like you're losing your air kind of thing. I wrote it when I was out with my kids and I was like, you guys want to hear something? And I read it to them and I was like, I'm such a good writer. I was like, I know. I'm like, you could feel that, right? And it's like, yeah, I don't like that feeling because it's kind of dark. It's kind of, you're kind of drowning, So like nobody wants to feel like they're drowning and gasping for air.
True.
So she didn't like that. But Naomi was just sitting there like, she's like, I like how proud you are of yourself right now. And I was like, I'm very emotional. like this was very fitting right now. But I'm glad I did leave it. It's funny because my cousin Christina, she's like, you're going to leave it on a cliffhanger? And I'm like, yeah, because I was left on a cliffhanger, Like, how do you want me to answer something for you that I can't answer myself?
Yeah.
Like, it's a cliffhanger. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. What a tease. Something.
Wait, what a tease for what?
Probably the Facebook comment, because it probably looked like.
Oh, sorry. I was going to do it, but then I was like.
Number one, appreciate you stopping by. He said hi.
Hello.
So I guess I got a little Facebook,
yeah. And then tell me what you think.
Right. No, for sure. And again, like I said, it's I think the story's so good and compelling that you're invested in this character Dolly that honestly you can do anything with it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to necessarily be about thing.
Yeah. I was like, it probably doesn't have to be about me either.
It probably, not even that either. Yeah, it's not even that, exactly. It could be just, again, now she's just her own character.
Mm-hmm.
And who knows where the world takes her. And then eventually maybe getting back to a moment where you do have the answer to this one.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? But all that to say that's how good the story is, and I think like whether I knew you or not, I would have liked the book.
Yeah.
I'll say that. And again, so if you haven't read it, what if we chose different? I put the link in the comment section. Make sure to check it out. It's a really good book, really good story, and I think again,
and it's definitely an easy read.
Easy. Really it's definitely an easy read. Very much an easy read. Yeah, really easy read.
Mm-hmm.
If you got time, you can go through this probably maybe like a day, honestly.
I had someone finish it in 4 hours.
Yeah, she was.
So yeah,
she was committed. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, but I don't see that impossible either, because I think I got to like 3 chapters, maybe like in an hour at best.
What was posted?
Was it posted August 9th?
Dang, I wonder if you can even see it, because my Facebook's kind of weird.
Probably not like, do you sometimes have your comments on like not open to public, like?
No, it's not open to public, but we're friends on social media.
So
he should be able to see it. But my page is like, do you see like how it says create ad, site insight, or like see insights and stuff like that? I'm like, what the hell? Why do I want to boost this? So I'm like, can people see it? But I think it's because I had this running as an ad for a while on Facebook.
Yeah.
So I just don't know how to remove that.
Yeah.
The August 9th you're talking about is my book, is what I posted about my book.
Yeah, that's pretty far back.
Yeah. And the one now was today, like 6 hours ago. I tagged you in it, so you should be able to see it.
Is that okay? That's too much. Let me show it's the wife, not nobody else.
Oh my.
But anyways, anything else you want to maybe share about the book, or last time we discussed, I know it was on Amazon, but you're waiting for it to also be.
It's on Barnes and Noble.
On Barnes and Noble.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
yeah.
So there you go.
It's on Barnes and Noble. It's on Amazon. Yeah, and then the link that I had for my book, like my whole like page and stuff, where you commented at. I don't have that anymore. I have to pay for it now. I'm not paying for that right now. I was like, I'm not paying for that right now. I'll pay for it if I ever make it big. Then I'll pay for it and stuff, because I worked really hard on it.
Right.
But I don't have that anymore, because that usually had like that website had the links to go to
like a smart
my
link
books.
to,
yeah. So But yeah, I mean, it's an easy find. Just Amazon and Barnes and Noble. Just type in what have we chosen different. It's one of the first one that pops up.
Yeah, it's not really.
And if you have Goodreads, you can leave a review on Goodreads.
Yes, and please leave a review for her. That helps with like the algorithms and things like that. So make sure you do leave a review in Amazon and Barnes and Noble if they do it there too.
Yeah. They do.
Okay. And then what was the other one? Goodreads?
Oh, Goodreads. You don't buy the book off of Goodreads, but Goodreads
it's just
is
like a spot you can go. Okay.
Yeah, where you're like, I'm gonna read this book, and then you just leave reviews for other people, other readers to see. Yeah,
that's cool. Okay, cool.
Yeah, when I found out I was on Goodreads, I was like, what? I was like freaking out because I didn't know. I'm like, what the heck? But there is a couple books coming. I have a couple books in mind. I have one I'm working on right now. And I started that. I'm actually on chapter 1 still.
Okay.
Tweaking it.
What kind of story is it?
It is it's more of a mother-daughter bond or no bond.
Oh.
And I have the title where it's called, Blood Doesn't Mend. That's what I have the title as. I don't know if I'm going to change it just because of the way I have the story going. Like maybe that title's not fitting for it, but I'll see.
Yeah.
I'll see.
Okay.
So be on the lookout. There might be another one. I'm like, it's not gonna be a loved one.
Yeah.
And then I have another one where I'm thinking it's gonna be another love but more toxic. And then I'm thinking of a crime one too. Or maybe I'll make Dahlia a mass murderer because she's so heartbroken. She kills every guy she comes in contact with.
Wow. Not like I was gonna hear. But
imagine, she is right. She's like, all right, she can't have Connor, so she's gonna make you. She locks all of the guys up, puts like their hair and draws freckles on them and shit. You look so much like him. Or something, I don't know, just something crazy. I actually I do have one. I'm not gonna say exactly what I have, but I was telling my daughter about it, and because she was like, I really want to know what crime one you have, and I said, okay, I'll tell you about it, but you're the only person I'm gonna tell. And I started telling her, she's like, oh, that sounds good, and then I got to the ending, she's like, wait, what? She's like, what? I wouldn't have expected that. She goes, I need to read this book, and I said, I'm like, I'm not writing it right now, so I can't give it to you. She's like, oh my gosh, can you hurry up? And she's like, how did we get to that? I did not expect that. And I was like, it's good though, right? She's like, yeah. I'm like, okay, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go with that. And she's not much of a reader, right?
Yeah.
But when I was just watching, she's like, whoa, what? Like the expression, I was like, that's what I want. You know, I'm like, I want that expression.
Yeah.
Just like when I was writing this, I'm like, I wasn't expecting people to cry, although I did cry because obviously this is, I lived 100%. This, right? So a few chapters, chapter 10 for sure, I cried, right? It was an emotional chapter for me because it's going over like how like we had family dinners and we sat at the table. I don't do that. We didn't do that, you know? And just reliving certain moments, I did cry, or like I was crying for the miscarriage part. I was like, damn, I remember that. It didn't happen exactly like the miscarriage in the book, but it was crazy because I didn't know, you know? So it definitely was different, but I didn't expect people to cry. Although my cousin cried, she was crying. She's like, I didn't know this happened. I was like, yeah, no, a lot of people don't know, you know. Right. But if you do know me and you see the cover and then you read some of it, you're like, damn, I remember this. Or like my best friend Diana, she goes, damn, I wasn't for this. I didn't know you guys went through all of this, you know. But then if my best friend from high school, Mita, she read it, she was like, damn, I remember all of this, you know. So I'm like, it depends on who reads it. I want more strangers to read it because
100%.
I don't know. I want all of y'all in my business. But I mean, it's nice just to see people can see that side of me. You know?
No, for sure. I mean, again, that's why I'm stressing it's a good story nonetheless.
Yeah.
Like if people read it that don't know you read it, it's a good story. And so again, if you do like the book, leave a review, share it, like put it on blast, on your wall, on your story, wherever you're, let people know. This is
Draw a
people-
painting, graffiti
Yeah.
outside. I want y'all committed. Not joking.
I want to see this as a mural
Right.
on the wall somewhere in Chicago.
Yeah, I see all of them little graphics out there. Put some work.
Oh, shoot, okay, I think he read the comment. He said, that hit deeper than I expected. Sometimes you don't need the waves to stop. You just need a moment to catch your breath.
It was deep, right? Like it was when I'm not gonna lie, I cried when I wrote it. Because I was crying before I wrote it. So I think that's what inspired me to, I'm tasting my salty tears.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah,
I was like,
exactly.
damn, this makes me think of this,
Right.
So
He said, did the book help heal you fully?
oof. No, it
Yeah.
didn't, it did not
I
help
feel like
me.
you answered that a little earlier.
It did not heal me fully. There was some healing, but it also I think opened some
Mhm.
stuff for me where I'm like, damn. Like, and it's not more of, oh my gosh, with him, it's more of, can I forgive myself?
Mhm.
I think that's where the issue is. So I am in therapy now to kind of navigate a healing thing for me. Like, how do I live with this? I can vibe with it. Yeah.
Mm.
I'm like, but it helped for sure. It helped. And it definitely reminded me that I'm not over some stuff, and I think it's just more myself that I'm like, I need to heal from
Right.
I need to forgive myself.
Okay.
So, but yeah, therapy is definitely, and you want to know what's funny?
What's that?
I do not Zoom call this lady.
Yeah.
I do not go in person with her. I type to her.
Really?
The other day I wrote her a long ass thing. I was like, it's going to take about 3 to 4 business days for her to get back to me. I was like, because I'm sure she's going to hit every single thing,
Yeah.
And honestly, one of the first things I spoke to her about was one of the first things. I'm like, I don't know how to, like, I'm not looking to be with this person. Like, I'm not holding on to that.
Right.
I need help on how to love and give love to my current boyfriend and to myself. How do I let go of all of this? You know? So that's just kind of what that was. And I went through everything with her. I went to the very beginning to when I was 6 years old. It's like, this is where I think this started, and everything. And I'm like, I'm aware of everything.
Mhm.
I just need help on how to
Navigate
and heal it. How do I heal from it now? Like, I know everything, but how do I heal from it? Because my healing, the healing that I'm doing ain't helping.
Yeah.
So do you have anything else to kind of help me through it?
Would you say that, okay, is that part of the destination then? When we're talking about where's Dolly's destination?
Probably, yeah, right now, yeah. That is healing. It's a healing journey, I guess. Yeah. I didn't even think of that. I did not think of that at all. What did you say? It's okay to not.
He said it's okay not to be over some things. Mistakes and moments don't define us. They build us to be better as we forgive ourselves. Be at peace. Yeah.
And I think that's what's important is to be at peace, and I'm not at peace.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I don't know I don't think therapy is a bad thing.
No, it's not.
A lot of people were like, I don't need therapy. I'm fine.
It's, I'll be honest. Sometimes I felt that way. There's moments that I felt that way, but going back to, like I said, to keep it a buck, like me and the wife, despite how much everything was good in the beginning, it got to and then all due to the fact, like I said, you never really know somebody completely, because again, we are all caring things, saying that we kind of just forget we are caring,
Yeah, or just too ashamed and just like, I can't share that with you.
Yeah, or that too.
Because then I don't want you to view me as this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
100%. No, that's another factor. 100%.
Mhm.
And so even we decided to do therapy,
And I think that's good. Honestly, if me and my boy, we make it to, before any I do's, I definitely want to do therapy.
Yeah.
Marriage therapy before we even say
For sure.
or walk across that aisle.
So that's what's funny, right? Because so since it wasn't my first rodeo in marriage, like I knew that we should have done that,
Yeah.
But I also wanted her to have some agency in the decision.
Yeah.
And I thought we were in a good place too. So initially we were told like you should, and I was like, we can, like,
Mhm.
I'm not against it.
Right.
But that was funny because do we need it? I'm like, I guess not, because we were good. We were really good. We hadn't
Yeah.
hit the road bumps just yet. And then
How long have you guys been married for?
now 3 years now.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if you guys hit that 7 mark, they say that 7 mark is where you guys
Oh no.
hit and then you're done or whatever.
Right. Well, God forbid.
No, I don't think
No,
I
no.
really don't see that for you guys.
No. We're good. No, but yeah, like all that to say that we did therapy and it helped. It does again, and this goes back to even I will say there was moments even with those sessions that I kind of actually felt more guilty.
Yeah.
Because I was like, because there was like 2 things that did kind of come to mind when I was doing it, and that was like, I'm like, man, like put this effort here, like what if I would put this effort there?
Right. Yeah.
Like that was a thought like, damn, here I am doing more
Yeah.
than I normally would because like I said, we were both technically the flight,
Runners. Yeah.
like, why deal with the situation? Just keep running.
Mhm.
And so like that was one thing. And then the more like, you're kind of like finding things out about yourself, the more like,
Right. Yeah. I know.
you know,
But
like,
then that's why I think that's why people don't like going to therapy. They're like, I feel worse going here than
yeah.
coming back out. And I'm like, it's not. I don't think it's meant to make you feel worse. I think it's meant for you to
You have to
change your
you have to have
perspective a little
patience, I would
bit.
say, when
Yeah.
you're doing therapy because unfortunately you're also dealing with their time, right? So
Right, yeah.
that's something me and her when was agreeing, like, man, like this guy will crack something open, but then like, oh, time's up.
Right.
It's
And
like-
now I'm stuck on that. Like, can we
Yeah.
talk about it?
So it's like now we gotta like sit on that for like a whole week,
And is that their cliffhanger? Is that their way of having a cliffhanger
Yeah,
for you
right.
guys? Like, is that?
That's how they say it.
Yeah, they're like, you know what? We're gonna let you marinate, and when you come back, we'll talk about it. I mean, that's kind of clever.
Yeah. So it was interesting, but yeah, honestly, it did help because since you see me just
I see you doing that. I'm like, I do that too, but if you freeze it, it'll stop the
I
itch.
gotta do that. That's funny. But I will say, interestingly enough,
Mhm.
because we were on that, it kind of did force us to keep talking
Yeah.
once the session was over. And eventually we got to a place where we just started communicating with each other better. So I will say that that's what helped do that, right? And not that this isn't news, and I've told her that I told her that I feel this is true.
Mhm.
She disagrees because she thinks there's probably truth to that too, right? There are things that I kind of am withholding from, but not in a way of like it's that I've convinced myself I'm over it, and maybe I'm not. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
But I've convinced myself I'm over it. So, but anyways, all that to say that I definitely felt like there was. Actually, where was I going with this? I feel like there was more. Oh, there we go. That's what I was trying to say. I feel like she needed it more to express more of her things than I needed it.
Yeah.
But also because it helped her communicate things. But then at the same time, it helped me communicate. And that's the thing that I think you gain most from it because so now the reason what I'm trying to get at is this.
Mhm.
If by chance you're a great communicator and you communicate great and you listen great, then sure, maybe therapy isn't for you, because that's essentially what therapy is helping you do. It's helping you communicate and express what you're feeling, not just, one with yourself, but also with someone else. You know what I'm saying? And then once you learn how to do it with you, now I have to take that same lesson that I just learned of how I just communicated how I feel and not in the way you understood it, the therapist, and I now do that with the person I'm actually supposed to be doing it with.
Right. Yeah.
And then eventually, you get to a place where, like, with the help of the therapist, the communication is all right, we're here, you know, and all right, I did my job, you know.
Yeah. And I'm sure that they help you with like understanding each other too, because
Yeah,
you can be a
they-
great communicator, but if you guys don't understand each other, then it's just
Yes, exactly, and that was another thing. So having like a mediator there to kind of like, all right, let's pause there. I want to. He would be, it was funny because he was like very, you know, therapist, like
Uh-huh.
you know, I want to set up boundaries here.
right. Yeah.
So Monica telling me if I'm right or if I'm wrong, it's okay.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like what you're trying to express is this, but
Right,
what
yeah.
you're saying,
Uh-huh.
what you're trying to express. Yeah, no, exactly. You know, you know, things like that. You know, and then it was like, and if I'm understanding what Mike's doing here is, see, this is what's happening here, and blah blah blah. You know, and again, it's like, yeah, you know, it really again it helps you understand each other, communicate with each other, and then I think more importantly, what helped was with not being so quick to assume
Mm-hmm.
with one another.
Right.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like, take a moment.
Or even react. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
before you react,
yeah.
so take a moment to consider. And it's not that it's easy because, you know, it's easy in practice in the sense of like in that moment, you know, we got the mediator, but you know, sometimes even now, like we still like, you know, even for me, you know, like I'm like, "No, what?" You know,
Right. Yeah.
but nonetheless, and it's like because of the lessons that I learned through the therapy,
Mm-hmm.
again, it does help you like, okay, hold on.
What's good too is that you guys both agreed to go together though.
Yeah.
Because that was also offered for me and him.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, let's go.
I think it's in the book, no?
And therapy, no,
No?
I don't
Okay.
think therapy. I don't remember
Okay.
writing therapy in there.
No, okay.
Because it was through church, and the pastor was like, you know, we can sit and stuff and everything, and you know, you guys talk and stuff and understand each other. And I was all for it. He wasn't. He was like, no, I don't want you in my business.
Yeah, see that's tough.
Yeah.
But and again, and there you go, another moment, bro.
Another red flag.
Another red flag.
Yeah. Why?
Rob said, therapy is super necessary. Just having someone else's perspective can guide you to find your destination.
Yeah, I agree.
I tried to do therapy, and they tried to put me in a mental asylum. The therapist needed therapy after our session. That's funny. No, it's funny because there were moments even with our therapist where I feel like, you know, and I don't know if this was, I don't want to sound big headed here, but I am a very thoughtful person as it is, you know. So
Mhm.
like even like you said, like you're very self-aware, you know, of things that you've gone through, things, whatever, things like that. So
Mhm.
so am I, you know, and then also growing up in church, having a father who would do like therapy sessions and stuff.
Mhm.
And then just or even seeing other leaders that did it, you know, like I kind of had a sense of what's there, how it's done, whatever. So like I kind of there was moments where I was like, I know what you're doing, bro.
Right, yeah. Mhm.
I see you now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But it's like, you know, but I'm here for it anyway. So like I'm gonna participate. But there were moments where I was like, bro, I didn't know what you're doing.
Mhm. You're not cracking me.
Yeah,
You're not
And
gonna.
then there was moments where I was like, I said that, but coming from your mouth, apparently, you know,
Right. Yeah.
you know. But I like to say, it definitely helps you get to the destination, you know. No, but it was offered to you guys. That's interesting.
Yeah. And yeah, it wasn't taken, but it would have been if he was on board, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's that's probably for another dollar book though.
Yeah.
Actually, that's her criminal enterprise. She's a therapist lowering.
What?
Like she like you know so she was gonna be like a mass murderer.
Oh yeah, every
but-
guy she gets with, she kills them,
Yeah,
kind of
but
thing.
the
Yeah.
guys, her guys, she's a therapist. That's how she finds the victims.
Right.
you know?
Yeah. I think she would be kind of good though.
Yeah. Because that's how you find all the.
Yeah. She.
you know?
Yeah. Damn.
Mhm.
You know, maybe I might tweak the other book a little bit. Maybe. That actually sounds really good. I can see a whole movie playing in my head right now.
Oh man. Okay. Anything else? I'm actually kind of glad how this conversation. It feels very still different, like from the last conversation. It feels like my concern was like, man, I hope I'm pointing out like repeating things from the last conversation, but I felt like we talked about a lot of newer things this time.
I think we did too, but my memory also kind of sucks.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know.
Well, you know what?
But yeah, no, I do feel like some things were more set. And you know what? It's probably because you finished the
Because I
book,
actually
so
finished the
we
book,
were able
yeah.
to
Yeah,
talk more about
talk
it.
more about
Mhm.
it. That's true. Anything else? Let's see. Anything else you want to share or?
No, I got tacos at home waiting for me though.
Ooh. Okay. Well, get them
And I heard the
tacos.
wife upstairs and I want to say hi.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, again, guys, what if we chosen different? Make sure you go buy it if you haven't bought it. It's on Amazon, Barnes and Noble. Leave a review. I guarantee there's no way you're not gonna like the book. There's just no way. Unless you're just super against love, you're super against
You hate Dahlia.
yeah, you hate Dahlia. You're super against the uncertainty of life, the adolescence in life, because it's a coming of age kind of story.
Yeah,
You know, she's
yeah.
very young, so you kind of have to keep that in mind too. You know, it's like,
Yeah.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
can't be too quick to judge. You know what I'm saying? They're both young kids. You know, like essentially.
Right.
navigating
Yeah.
life, you know? But yeah, it's a really good book. So check it out, guys. Where can they follow you and keep up with anything new that you drop?
On Instagram. So my Instagram is basically the book's name. So
That's
it's
what it
not
is?
too, yeah, it's what if we chosen different.
What if you chose different?
And then from there, I think on my bio I have my actual Instagram. No, I don't.
Okay.
But it's just all the book stuff, really.
All the book stuff would be on that.
All the
Okay.
book stuff would be on this one. The What If We Chosen Different.
What if you chose different? Do I have that one? Do I follow that one?
I don't know because I kind of recently made it. I think when I made it when I got back from Florida. So
Just so people can have a reference. What if? There we go. Just share real quick so y'all can see it. Oops, no, no.
but yeah, I mean, like if anybody has questions, they can always write me on there too, and I'll be like, yeah, you know, from missing this or just anything.
So this is the page. This is what you're looking for.
Oh, they could see that?
Yep.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, I was gonna do that with your Facebook post, but I was like, yeah, she seems like she's not too confident about sharing.
Now, yeah, if you follow me, you could just read it.
But yeah. So this is what a page looks like. This is what it is. This is the link you're talking about, right?
Yeah, that's a link to to the Amazon.
Oh, to the Amazon. Okay, boom. There you go.
Well, if you refresh the page, refresh it. I think it should. Okay, so see, it has my actual page on there.
Oh, this right here.
Yeah, that's my personal page.
Gotcha.
And then the link on the bottom is to the book on Amazon.
Okay.
I kind of gave up with Barnes and Noble. They took too damn long. I'm like,
I hear you. So there you go. Check her page out. Make sure you follow. Make sure you send her a message if you got questions. And that's where all your other books will be posted to.
Yep.
There you go.
Yeah. So the name might change. Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Just because of the other books, but
Okay.
Yeah.
Well. As much as I want to keep diving into conversation, time is ticking.
I work tomorrow and I got
You gotta
tacos at
work.
home.
I have work. I'll probably hop back on, I think Sunday, because I definitely want to talk more about that Hayden.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's heartbreaking.
Definitely want to talk more about that.
Same.
I'm going to be talking about the Pritchard Cologne death too, and what happened there, and the case that's still pending. There's a few things to talk about, so just I'll be back live Sunday.
I'm definitely gonna be
Yeah.
on Sunday because I got a lot of stuff to say about Hayden.
That's why we didn't actually do that. Honestly, that was one of the things. Like, man, I actually want to crack your head about it right now. But we just,
Yeah.
time is too. But again,
Yeah.
I saw that you're on it. I see that you're posting. So
Uh-huh.
pick your brain about that. But because I got some, I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
some ideas there. But anyway, yeah, like I said, guys, just stay posted. Make sure to like, make sure to subscribe, make sure to follow, make sure to hit the notification bell. Any questions you might still have for her, put them in the comment section, and I'll make sure to send it her way. or I'll just send you her way, whatever.
Yeah.
You know. And again, just stay on the lookout or for Sunday. We'll be talking a lot of things. All right. That being said, appreciate you, Nikki, for coming by.
Well, thank you.
First hopping on your phone or your computer, then your phone, and then just coming over.
Yeah,
here
that's the story of my life.
with that being said, I appreciate you guys watching. Those who kept the replay, appreciate y'all. Let us know what you think in the comment sections. Make sure to check out this book. Once again, What If We Chosen Different? Because it's something that we all think in life. Peace out. One love. God bless.
New era niggas just scream out gang gang. My era niggas outside that gang bang. Old enough to know niggas that made it onto gangland. I don't say that to grandstand, I'm just spitting the facts, man. New rappers too busy just making sing-alongs. My raps will have it going savage like the Viacom. You don't want the smoke, homie, then your weed is strong. Good to see you smoke along to that Cheech and Chong. Me and my team, we on the front line. Steady putting in work, homie, it's always crunch time. Hard times produce me, dog. This ain't a movie, it ain't WWE. When I mention the bloodline, homie, I want mine, that's why I move different. Y'all too laxy daisy, I keep myself disciplined. Repetition on repetition, training is rigorous. Only way to survive the streets that's dangerous and vigorous. Behavior villainous, leave no traces of witnesses. Moment of silence for the taking of all our innocence. Now back to business, somewhat of a practitioner. Cause there's no shortcuts in life, no pills that make you limitless. That's ridiculous, far set from reality, like dudes that's licorice. Frame of thought is insanity, causing calamity if you actually watching and listening. Hopes and catching L's from the dudes that started visiting. How you missing it? Losing profits and dividends. The way your boys been cooking, they need to give me a Michelin. The bliss is ignorance, say they don't like to mention them. They say we don't mention the bodies that's in Lake Michigan. Fucking hypocrites, I separate from the fakes. Wrong with a pride of lines, identify all the stakes. Hubris as they folly and catch on other mistakes. Matter time before they're just another body that's in the lake. Navigate, these troubled waters won't choose my fate. My vision is too ambition like Alexander the Great. Say there's much on my plate, but I carry my weight. Figuratively and literally, for all those who can relate. I never break, you never get me to fold. You never get me to leave, Chicago is still my home. But I carry my heat, this windy city is cold. Valentine's Day massacre, but was it really Capone? Face blown out of proportion, a different views of contortion. Use best proceed with precaution before you lie dead in a coffin. It's not a threat, that's a promise. Best quit talking your nonsense, your body could end up missing. Got your family claiming we lost them. Can't find them, bad timing, he's flatlining. Good riddance, bit of negative to mankind. And I'm like Jack Reacher, the equalizer, John Wick, Jason Bourne, the accountant. Either one, you could take your pick. The damage I could do with my side weapon. John Wick with my P40 Smith & Wesson. Opposition lightweight, so I'm not threatened. I'm just glad about the hate that they keep sending. It's really easy talk that rah-rah on the internet. There's work to Zaza, I heard y'all ain't got your fingers wet. Go get your cherry pop by the very op. We bust the real ones, got the heavy guap, you just carry props. Bunch of these gangsters claim to be hard to the core, but they really not like women that claim to be faithful. But they really thoughts act like they down, but when shit goes down, they call the city cops. Fake fools think they know a lot, no dilly squad. Tired of all of this fake shit, with fake asses and fake tits. They fake smiles, make fake lips. Picasso looking with their facelift. What I call the good replacement, with the so-called real are the fakest. So the fakest niggas are the greatest. What was common sense no longer makes sense. What was common sense is now rare sense. What was funny then is now flagrant. Living in your thoughts, I don't pay rent. I take my time, you lack patience. Then your blood drip on the pavement. With a headshot, got you brainless. After getting hit with that stainless, kill instinct, call me Craven.